It's game time. Welcome to the Sports, Bants and Prosecco
No,
podcast.
but it's part of my character.
No, but it wasn't him. No, I think it's the position. It's the fact that your legs are not long.
You know what? Fuck you.
Even though I was like, you just pretend you're reading your phone.
Because your legs are not long, so it seems that you're not sitting up right,
but
you
I
are.
can't sit up anymore.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Nicole said though, because the first time I
remember you
with,
saying
I was
that,
with Nick, and I said, "Oh, should I tell Mel to sit up?" She was like, "No, if it's part of her, if it's
No,
part
it
of her persona, then leave
is.
it."
No, he didn't say that. It was the man at work.
You know what? You fuck me. You're some level of fuckers.
The media guru said it's fine.
Right?
It's part of your
So the media
persona.
guru likes you. He said the way he came was like the one with the yellow hair. She's a character. She's funny. She's a character. Because you're all good, but she's a character.
What does he look like?
Is he handsome?
Nepalese.
Does he look Nepalese?
Is he Nepalese?
Yeah, he's in Nepal.
Oh, he's in Nepal.
Yeah.
Does he look Nepalese?
Are you serious?
Yeah, my dad comes. He's come from where Mount Everest is.
No way.
Really?
That's why you look a bit strange.
Fuck you, bitch.
She's got all sorts of
Don't
like,
worry,
All right, today
That
she's on for you,
is
girl.
why
I am so angry. There's too many blood cells that are different, running up and down in this.
And there's
this
whole body of
really?
yours. Okay.
That's interesting.
So you're Nepalese and Jamaican?
I'm British.
And Scottish.
Right.
Hey.
Okay. Wait, can I just say?
Scottish,
As I said,
British, Nepalese.
Yeah, the colour is a slave master.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm leaving that in.
Stop. I left to the. Oh,
Did you say you're leaving that?
I'm leaving
yeah,
that
definitely. That one you be jumped up.
that's the
That's gonna be a
stage.
short-
That could be like.
So Regon was also asking a few slangs. So it's like, I've noticed, I've learned. He works with Lawrence as well.
is it? Mr.
Yeah, because he then was
Johnny.
asking me about, so he goes, I noticed that you follow each other, blah blah. So he's like, he's done some work for them as well. A couple of people, and then he said, so I've noticed that the little slangs, you say in it, and then he goes, I understood what it is, and then he says, and a big man.
Big
He says,
man.
big man, big man, I'll do you. Big man, I'll do you. So he goes, so is that like a man do you? I said, no, just like,
It's
I have
violence.
you up. But he kind of said, he wasn't sure. It was like, was it violence or not?
I'm not violence.
Bless
no.
him.
And then
Love
he said,
it.
and I've heard, he goes, the latest one I've heard is Bumper Clap.
You would hear that one, innit?
That's what he said. Listen, I'm on
He's picking up all the naughty bits.
I
isn't
know,
he?
right?
I am on
Like,
this Zoom
literally.
call with him. He says that. So what's Bumper Clap? What does it mean? So he's really yeah.
Was you ready to
Did
explain?
you explain it to him?
I think I explained it well. It's a bit like you arsehole.
No,
No,
well,
no.
actually, Bombaclar is period pad.
Yeah, it's a period pad.
That's
Okay.
Literally,
what it
technically,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you,
Okay,
like,
so
we
I s-
use it as a. Like
Well,
a,
I told him it was like you arsehole.
Well,
Not quite.
there you go, darling.
Well, I
That's
suppose
your version.
If you bleed out of your bum,
Oh my God.
But yeah, so
it's funny because my boss said to me today, you use the word mandem. Because I'm like, I'm going to get the mandem.
yeah.
And she goes, what does it mean, mandem? So that's what I tried to explain to her. Then she said to me, is this something that I can use?
Oh, bless
And
her.
I said to her, well, it's... I said to her,
Short answer is
No.
I said, you could use it, but as a Caucasian person, probably not.
No.
Do you know what?
I said to her, because if you're around us and you
Yeah.
use it, we would know. Because
Well,
we
if
know
you're in the
that.
end,
Yeah,
and he was
sure.
right.
But
it's
if you're
different.
out
Yeah.
the road and you
Yeah.
say it, and then she was like, and then what's not?
Wow.
And I said to
It's
her,
all about this
I said to
thing,
her,
right?
I said to her, you can use it, but people might laugh at you.
Use it just, tell her, use it just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that.
I love it.
Just like that. By the way, welcome to Sports, Bants and Prosecco.
Prosecco.
And it is the first week of the Premiership has just done.
Absolutely.
Going into the second week. And just to add, I was at the Emirates for the first game of the season.
Lucky
look
I
live.
give you that, boy.
Yeah, it looked live.
It was lively, man.
It looked.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know that video you put out with all the supporters? Was that before or after?
No, so the video that I showed was before. So we got there about an hour before.
Okay.
Because
Oh, were you in a pub or something?
no,
I
we was
didn't
in
see
the
it.
Emirates. So Ashburton Army, which is a group of fans, we was in the clock end and they hang out in the clock end. So that was them. I had like 4 or 5 videos, but I only sent you one.
Yeah.
And And so you go there, and we just was there for like 45 minutes, and they were
Yeah.
just going off, and it was
Wow.
great. And then we got up to our seats. But I'm normally at the North Bank, so it's the first time I've been in clock end. So
How come
was
you that in just? How come you that in this time?
just where I got tickets.
Oh, fine. Okay,
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
cool.
Normally, the people that I used to get my tickets from before, they're North Bank season ticket holders, so I was always in the North Bank. But this time I managed to get it just off a ballot.
Okay, and that's a
Oh,
nice
that's
segue
all right.
into the game itself.
Yeah.
How was it for you?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna say this. It's first of all, it's great to go to the Emirates and to see the fans just so comfortable and confident and happy. Like, I've been there too much times when it's been toxic. So this is one of the first times, the Wenger era,
Yeah.
the end of the era, even up to just before Mikel, even the first season of Mikel when we finished 8th, it was toxic. It was
Okay,
toxic.
okay,
The
because
atmosphere.
right.
If you go in there, nobody thinks we're gonna. You don't know whether we're
Got
gonna
you,
win,
got
lose, or
you,
draw.
got
Man
you.
United
We're living on the
situation.
edge.
Whereas,
But the thing is, you've had it both ways, isn't it? For the longest time, you've had it the other way. So
Yeah.
like, this is why this way feels so unusual.
well, right. So
Yeah.
going there this time, and it was a really nice day. It was
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah, lovely
And
day.
everybody was just like, "We'll win."
Up for it.
Like there was no. If,
You were
buts, or
confident,
maybe.
basically. You were
Yeah.
very confident.
And the
walking in.
game itself was the first half fantastic. Played really, really well. Second half, you kind of realise we're not quite match fit. The point where Declan Rice gets cramp, you know that we're not match fit because Declan Rice never gets, and he had to come off because he had cramp.
but you got
really?
options though.
But then
Yeah, no doubt. But it was, and when you see Saliba give the ball away, you know something's wrong because he don't do that.
But don't you also think maybe they're just comfortable in
Well, yeah, I mean, we gave Wolves opportunities, but they didn't really. Ray made 2 saves. One was incredible. Second one was also a good one. But generally, they didn't even get into the penalty area. But even
and
when
then
we was
you
giving the
pretty
ball
much
away,
controlled the game.
Wolves, I think personally, Wolves are going to be in trouble this season.
Yeah, they don't look like a strong team. for sure. They really
I like
don't.
Gary O'Neill. I think he's a great manager.
But not this season.
I think they're going to struggle. I can't see where, because they've sold players.
And they had
I haven't really
Is
seen.
Neto from
Neto's gone to Spurs.
Yeah.
No,
No,
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Yeah,
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But Chelsea's got everybody.
Well,
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, but all I would say is like tomorrow's game we're playing Villa.
I'm looking forward to
Villa
that.
did
yeah, I
double
am
of
as well,
us
for
last
sure.
season.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
So
that.
it's payback. And I kind of think prediction 2-0 will win.
Okay.
But
I'm
it
gonna
is
go
also-
2-1 Arsenal.
We ain't gonna concede, man.
2-1 Arsenal. It's Villa, man.
And you're going
But
away,
then
right? You're
also-
playing in
Yeah,
Birmingham.
we're playing at Villa.
But also, going back to the point of what you said about being match fit, I think that's relevant for all,
All
of
of
the
us.
team,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
everybody,
Yeah.
because
First
it's your
game of the
first
season.
game back. Do you know what I mean? So it's
And
like
some
everyone's a
other
bit
things as well.
rusty.
And they remember, right, last season was a really long season because they had the internationals. They had the-
Yeah, exactly.
the- Whether it was the
Copa America.
Copa America
Or the Euros.
So it's a long,
Yeah.
long season.
Yeah.
So even though they've had a holiday, I mean, they must be tired.
It's not the
some of them
holiday,
played
but
well.
as long
Very
as
long.
no, it's not as long as it
weeks.
should have been.
2 weeks.
And for
And
them,
I don't know
the
if 2
man
weeks is really enough.
No, I was just going to say for the amount of football they play in
Yeah.
the season, it's not enough. But no, I think it was a great season. I mean, Arsenal, you looked saucy.
Yeah,
You
man,
looked a bit
yeah.
tasty. No, and you know what? Going back to what you're saying about the atmosphere, when I watched Match of the Day, I felt it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were hyped,
I
man.
felt you. You know, you saw it. You felt it. You know, just
I mean,
from
if I
watching
was
it.
a betting woman, and I don't bet because I hate to lose money, and there's always potential.
Yeah.
But if I was, and also the odds are shit. But if the odds were great,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
would have put a tenner on Arsenal to win the league. I'm convinced we will win this season.
I hope so, Niles. Then we'll get back to Man City in a second because
Well-
because you know Gundogan,
Gundogan.
Silky,
back.
Silky Ikai, they call him apparently. Silky Ikai.
Right, he's 33 now. And
Hey,
he has, I
Silky
don't know
as-
how well he played at Barca because obviously I don't really watch the
No,
Spanish
so
league.
yeah,
No.
true.
And I always think returning players never do as well as
No,
when they
when
were
they left.
first
No,
there.
definitely
Yeah.
not. No.
Yeah.
If you
Rarely
look,
does it.
returning
That's
players,
true, you
returning
know.
managers.
I was
they
just gonna
never
say
do-
that. I
Yeah.
was just gonna say managers too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it-
Mourinho's second stint at Chelsea
Yeah.
wasn't the same as the first time.
No.
No.
But the first the half of the second time it came back wasn't.
It was alright.
No, it was all right, but
Died a death.
it's still.
Yeah.
Whereas the first time it was good
was-
for a long time. It was sweet. I mean, you
Yeah,
guys, that's
sweet.
when Chelsea were
Sweet.
winning,
When I say sweet,
dominating. Drogba, the days of Drogba.
Nice.
Chelsea,
He's
you
probably
are a
my
hard
favourite.
team, you know.
he is
We
probably
were,
my
for sure.
all-time favourite player.
Is
Yeah.
Drogba.
Mr. Drogba.
Do you know what? I have to kind of say Drogba. I liked him and I disliked him because he was so good.
Yeah, I hate him
love
because
him.
he always scored against Arsenal.
I
And,
know.
scored
and he
every
scored against
game
Man
against
United.
Arsenal.
He
I
just,
him.
yeah.
But I would have loved him if
On
he was
my
in my
team.
team. He was a
No,
proper
right,
player.
yeah, for sure.
But he had Arsenal on toast.
But if I'm going to talk
Always.
about my all-time favourite player, currently, it's Didier.
Is who?
Didier. Drogba.
Oh,
Mr. Drogba.
Drogba. You
I suppose a bit like me
Drogba.
saying Henri.
Mm.
Although he runs close, Bergkamp runs him close.
Listen, I would put my hand up and say Bergkamp.
So I had a
Man.
dream.
Any day, every day.
I had a dream.
That one day we would jumpy jump, not by the colour of our
One
skin.
day Rio
but-
Ferdinand appeared on our podcast.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my
Rio.
dream. What do you mean? Why? That's
I love
what's wrong with
Rio.
you?
Fuck Rio, cunt.
Listen, when
Hello, Rio,
when he
please,
comes
if
on,
you're
when he
listening-
finally comes on
Melanie,
our
can
thing,
you
you
take
will not
that
be
back?
here. We'll
You
mention
will
it
change
here.
that.
In fact, we're gonna see that we won't even tell you that we're recording that Friday.
We'll be like,
No,
where's that
you
girl
got
that
to,
said,
Janet.
No, right? That was my dream, girls.
I'm
I
gonna sit
had
beside
a
him and
dream.
stroke him. I'm gonna be like,
it's got to be his
oh,
thighs. Have
ace.
you seen his thighs? It's got to be his thighs.
No, I want Rio to come say the next thing
Where
off
was he
camera.
sitting?
No. Someone said he's got pussy lips.
Who's pussy?
His wife's hopefully.
No, his lips.
No, I'm
are-
just wondering,
No,
who's
his
pussy?
lips. His
Who's-
lips.
who's-
I don't know, but his lips are so
Who
thin,
they be looking
innit?
at to know that it's got the same as?
Shit.
That's what she
No,
said.
I told you.
I got it. I just got it. That's why she said who's. I just got it. Tina, what do we do?
Drink.
All right. Okay.
And
So
sip.
moving on. United. How do you
Please.
think your first game went?
Well, a bit shady actually. Do you know what? You really are feisty, you know.
Do you know what? Though, to be fair, you started it.
I'm allowed. You're not.
No, but today you started it with her.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I've come for you still today, innit? I have. Melanie,
Straight up.
To be fair.
Straight up. Straight up.
Wait, look, that
Yeah.
one's sweeter.
Yeah, he did.
That one did.
Manchester
the way
United
she's-
start.
Wow.
Go on, babes.
They started off a bit well,
Mm.
but not. I wasn't convinced
No.
entirely.
No.
They did what
And
they
again,
used
first game of the season,
But that's the thing.
to allow them for that. But we could have lost easily.
I wouldn't say easily.
No, we could have.
No, you could have.
We
I
could
wouldn't
have.
say easily though.
No, we could have.
Who did you play again?
There were
Oh, Fulham.
chances.
Yeah.
Fulham had chances.
Fulham had a
Yeah.
load of
Yeah.
chances.
Yeah.
Like, there was a moment they could have turned us over.
Yeah.
You know, easy. They could have scored 3
They-
goals
yeah.
easily.
Yeah. But it must have been nice to see your new
Oh,
signings.
mate.
Zerky
I just call him
Zerky
Zerk.
scored.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
can't
that's
say
nice.
Zertsky.
Zertsky.
Yeah,
he
that
scored,
was a
so that's
clever
good.
goal. And I tell you what, I
It
really
was.
liked it because he meant to do that.
Mm.
Like, it's just gently kick it and toe punt it. But it was a, all
But
right
you was
game.
lucky.
Of course
Fulham
we
should
were.
have
No,
Yeah.
definitely.
That's what I'm
You
saying. So
were
it was a bit.
lucky.
Yeah.
I wasn't convinced,
Yeah.
but I allowed them because it's the first game of the season.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I'm excited. Van Nistelrooy's there as well, working with the strike. What is wrong with you?
I just want Martin Keown to come.
Do you know what?
Martin
Can
Keown
I
to
just-
commentate on the game with Van Nistelrooy.
Let me tell you something. I was actually, when I was talking about this the
Oh
other day, I
my
was saying the
goodness.
same thing. Happy Van Nistelrooy's there. Then I remembered I will never
I was
forget
at Old
it.
Trafford for that.
Is it?
Poor Van Nistelrooy. I've still got the image in my head. Clear as day. He looks so scared. He's looking everywhere. Like, why? What are you all doing?
No,
Man United, Arsenal.
Yeah, he was
penalty
shook.
that he got, and then he missed it.
remember,
It hit the post.
Remember, it wasn't a penalty.
What was it?
It was no. He got the penalty,
No,
but
but
it
it wasn't
That's what
supposed
I'm
to be.
saying.
So
It
we
shouldn't have
lost
been.
our minds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So
Literally.
unfair
Yeah,
penalty
it
that
wasn't a
really
penalty.
shouldn't have been given, and then he misses it. When I'm
Martin
telling you,
Keown, you know it's
Oh,
far,
Martin-
and you know it's
Who?
far from handsome.
this man is up on him like saying,
That's such a nice way to put it.
Yeah, far from.
Far from
far from
handsome.
handsome.
Wasn't it like when he's far
From
from
handsome,
darling. He's
So
far
let's
from
not
handsome.
even go there.
You might as
was
well
all
say it's a
over him.
compliment.
Yeah,
you know?
let me do it.
That's
That's
it.
what it was. Yeah, he was all over him. He was literally over his head.
Yeah.
All the Arsenal players are surrounding him like to say, "Yeah, good, you missed it." But
Yeah,
they're
because he
all over
cheated.
him.
He did cheat.
No, they're shoving him and pushing
Yeah.
him. Back
He was
in the
lost.
day,
Man
you
was
can shove
lost.
and push.
And you know what? He's such a.
And he was like this.
It's such a Rio Ferdinand's lips that he just sort of ran off like.
Who started with the lips?
I'm not involved.
Oh, it was your dream.
Yeah,
Your dream.
his pussy
Okay.
lips.
Oh,
Anyway, go on.
yeah, that was it.
All right. All right, and over to Liverpool.
Sorry. I'm happy we're going back to sign. Right, so quickly.
You got delete already?
We've got delete, but midfield. So we're going to get a central midfielder from PSG.
8 or 6, you know?
What do you mean 8 or 6?
What number?
I don't know.
No,
yet.
the position. 8,
Position.
6.
Ain't got a clue.
Oh, okay.
Don't know about that, but I'll learn about it.
He'll play in the middle somewhere.
Figure it out on the back of the shirts.
But from the Fulham game, it was
That's
apparent
clear.
that we
That you need
need
it.
So I'm quite happy to see that they're now noticing these things and actually trying to do something about it. So
Yeah.
with literally today, it should be done. Fingers crossed.
And what I wanted to ask you was how you felt Rashford played in that game. Because, you know, we kind of dogged him a
Yeah,
little
for
bit.
sure.
And I know you kind of want him
To stay.
be
Yeah,
good.
no. I thought he was all
a bit
right.
shit, but
But you would. I thought, look, it's the first day.
Said you would, fair.
I can't even argue that. I'm like,
It's fair.
It's the first game of the season again. Did I think he looked sharp more up for it? Yeah, I did. There was moments where, like I said, the whole team. I mean, Garnacho missed the fucking sitter.
Mate, that was a miss.
Right.
that was actually
half.
quite, that was a bit like,
Garnacho
Yeah.
missed a
Little bit
sitter, and I was
like,
convinced it was
Bridget, do you
going
play
in.
football?
Do you know what it feels like? I'm not sure for you, but definitely for me. Like, they haven't had enough time. A, off, and B,
Absolutely.
training together.
Absolutely.
Well, this is the thing. And I think people sometimes take it lightly. When you buy loads of players and they haven't really had a pre-season because people were coming back all through the pre-season because those that went
Playing international.
right to the
All these
end
are
and
the
to the
teams.
end,
Yeah.
right? And so they don't get really a chance to play together and to learn, like,
to gel.
well, Rashford's a man that runs down the left.
Exactly.
And you
Yeah.
got, if you flick it, he will always be in that
There
position.
you
They're gonna
go.
learn.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, what's going to happen is it's going to happen throughout the season.
There we
Yeah.
go.
And they grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it would have been nice to have, like, I don't know, maybe 4 weeks worth
Oh,
of
of
training.
course.
I mean, in an
I know,
ideal
of
world.
course. But because of all the sports they've been doing over the Euros and, like we said, the Copa Americas. But I think, I'm excited to see. I don't know. It's a bit. As a United fan, I feel a little bit more optimistic this season.
But don't you always feel like every season?
No.
It's gonna be mine.
No.
You just
We're not
It's okay,
winning.
innit?
No, I don't. Not every season, because the other seasons
Well,
I've just been like, it's gonna be another
serious?
shit season. Of
Okay,
course, it was
fine.
rotten.
I will, when we had like Mustafi and some really very strange players playing for Arsenal, they for like up until Arteta, his second season, I never went into a season feeling.
Feeling
I went
straight.
into a season
Course
just
not.
feeling just like
You
Yeah.
lot wanted
Did
them
you-
gone.
but
I
did you
only
never-
watch it because it's my team and I love them.
Absolutely.
But you never
Same
felt
here.
like
No.
clean slate.
Whereas you see, like how I feel this year,
Yeah.
right? And
You're walking
even
on air.
last year, and
You're
even
walking
the
like this,
year
isn't it, Mel?
before,
Trust.
I'm walking in like.
You got to the Emirates Stadium and you were like, I need this.
I'm not gonna lie, I would say up until 3 seasons ago, like, there were times the Chelsea games would be on. I didn't even
You're
keep
not
watching
watching
it.
it. Yes, you're like,
I'm
I
not
ain't even
even
watching my
too tired.
I ain't
You
even
said
watching
that.
my
Exactly.
name.
And when we lose, you're like,
Oh,
it's okay.
then.
Next
Yeah.
one. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's true.
And so it's really nice when
Yeah.
you go almost, and it's taken, because I've always said I had PTSD. Like, even over, I'll be like, oh, fucking hell, are we going to win? Are we going to win? Even when we're playing well, I'm like, oh my God,
just
I
wasn't
know
used
what
to
Arsenal are
losing.
like.
Yeah, I hear that.
This
You know?
time was the first time I was like, I feel we've got this.
Do you know
And we
what? I
haven't.
almost feel like it's harder the other way round.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Do you know what I mean? Because no shade, but you're used to the thing. So when so when you're winning,
You
it's
were
a great
used to-
feeling. No, I'm not even
Look,
shading.
what was she used
when
to?
you're winning,
I feel like shady, man.
it's like, now that you're winning,
The fourth, was
low-key
she
a
used to
little
what
bit.
to
I know.
fourth?
I
now that you're winning, it's
Yeah.
like, oh great, wicked. We know.
But hold a minute.
But
They're
it's other way
winning, but
around.
what-
It's actually
can I
really
just-
hard.
can I just
You're
put-
like, we're not mid.
We're
Why are we
not.
playing mid? We're not mid.
But this is the thing, though. So you're.
Wait.
Sorry.
So even though they're winning, what are they winning?
No, fuck
Match-
you, bitch.
The games.
Fair.
That's
Fuck you,
it.
bitch.
Okay. Just stay in the
Fuck
league.
you, bitch.
to stay number 1 and 2.
They won
Because I
silver.
think we won FA
They won
Cup.
silver.
Yeah, you're
won
winning.
silver.
You're winning games.
They're winning-
Absolutely, you're
they won
finishing
silver.
better. You've improved from
Which was second place?
fourth.
Do you know?
They've
Silver.
improved from fourth to second or first. Well, second actually, because again, Man City have won the season for the last 4 years.
It's interesting, right? Because you listen to Man United fans, so they won a cup this season. But when we were winning, we weren't winning nothing, but we were winning the FA Cup. You know, when we
But you know why it's different?
Yeah,
Mel?
but guess what?
But Mel, do you know why
we were
it's
still
different?
winning Premier Leagues.
That's it.
They weren't then. You weren't then.
No,
you
but
weren't
okay,
then.
when was the last time we won the?
You
I know
weren't
it's a
then.
long time.
I'm telling you.
What, when you were
Right,
winning
we
the
were
FA Cups?
Remember, we're the record holders of the FA Cup, right?
Oh no, we're now. I think even Stevens ain't
No,
we?
no.
What was it? One
No.
behind you?
Yes, we are
Okay.
the record
We're
holders of the
sniffing.
FA Cup.
Doesn't mean they know you got one
No,
to catch up with me. So no.
So
No, but I
I'll
think-
let you have it. It's okay.
No, but I think the Mel, I think the
you're still-
reasons I
Yeah, yeah,
understand
I hear
your
you,
frustration.
I
I
hear
do
you.
get your frustration
Yes.
because like
Yeah, I
when
get
we
it
was
too.
winning it was no big thing. The only
But
reason there was no
now,
big thing is because you weren't
yes.
getting no European championships and you weren't getting no
Exactly.
domestic.
And I can remember, right, when Wenger was
No,
in
they were getting
charge,
Europa, I
and we
think.
were getting Champions League. We was getting Champions
winning
League
it.
every season.
No,
They've
but
never won a
I'm saying they
European.
were playing
This is
in
what I said,
Europa.
never.
No, we have, but just not the Champions League. But we have won a European Cup.
You've won Europa.
No, actually, it was called the Cup Winners' Cup at the time.
No,
When was that?
Before you were
No,
born.
no,
Before you were born, probably. No,
knew-
in the 80s.
Okay then.
I'm nearly 40 years old.
But
That's a very long
a
time.
long time
but
ago.
what I was going to say, right, is I can remember, right, when we were getting top four every year.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right, and we were told top four is not important unless you're not winning something. That was the pundits.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden,
Yeah.
top four, and you're just
It's
like, well, hold on a
important.
minute. But I can remember when it weren't
When important.
But you know what? Let me nuance it for you a
And I'm
little
just
bit.
saying,
no, but let
as-
me.
you know,
I get why
Yeah.
you feel that way, but let me nuance it for you a little bit because more times than not, top four between the top four, excluding Arsenal, they rotate and win in the Premiership. They were rotate and win in Champions. They do. Think about it. Top four usually won.
All right, so you need to tell me the rotation, because when Chelsea were winning the Premiership, it was just Chelsea.
was just
It
Chelsea.
wasn't Chelsea and anybody else. It was just Chelsea.
No, okay.
When Man
United?
City
Okay,
have been
think about it.
winning,
Okay,
it's just been Man City.
no, wait.
Liverpool won it once, but it's just been Man City.
Man
So
United
where's the
won it.
rotation?
No, but think
Wait,
about
Man
it
United
over-
won it 3 years in a row. That's the most we did, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but that was fucking. We're
Listen,
not
it
talking
doesn't
about way
matter.
back when.
not way back when.
It's not that far back,
When
Mel.
me I did there,
When was the last time you won it?
When me I did there, me
Right, exactly. But I
No,
my
but my point is, like, for instance, if you back then, and I get why it's irritating, but back then,
4 years
1, 2,
ago.
3 were likely to win the Premier League,
Yep.
except for Arsenal.
Do you know
That's
what?
why you probably got dug out a little bit.
No. It was right. It was
a
always.
good
It
point,
was
actually,
always.
This is
when
my
I look at
point.
it.
1, 2, like if you come third, it's cool because you probably won it 2 years ago.
No.
If you come second, it's cool because won it 2 years ago,
I
except for
I
Arsenal.
would beg you, right? I'd really
Don't
beg
think
you
that.
look at over the last 20 seasons, right? Look at the winners of the Premiership and look how much rotation there has been.
There hasn't
That's all
been
I'm going to
much.
say.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying, right? What you're saying,
Because
It's not right.
Chelsea were winning, and then Man City were winning.
there's
Yeah,
not been
there
a lot of
wasn't been,
rotation.
like-
No.
No.
There might have
We
been.
only just disturbed it once.
Once,
and
right.
that was that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Hands up.
Hands up.
Carry on while I look.
Might as well
One,
talk about
I
my
checked.
Liverpool
Yeah, let's go
then.
to
Yes,
Liverpool. Let's go to
Liverpool.
Slot.
Liverpool.
Welcome on Slot. I am I'm actually quite impressed with
So
him.
to cut you one sec. It was rotational. And I'll tell you why. Like, for instance, let's say...
What
2000
year are you going back to?
I'm going back to 2000. I'm going to go all the way back to 2000. Yeah?
Love that.
I'm going to go all the way back to 2000.
Love that.
14 years
It should be
ago.
2004, so 20.
Okay, even then.
Right, cool. I don't know why, but just to make you look more harder.
No, but even then, like...
All right, go for it. Go for it.
Okay, so it was like Chelsea, United, Chelsea, United, City. It is on rotation.
So when's the last time United won the league?
2013.
2012, 2013.
2013 was Fergie's last
So what I'm
season.
saying is the top
Right,
three. What I'm saying is whoever came 1, 2, 3, all would have won it within the last
Last
4
four,
years.
that's what
Well,
she
you
was
know what?
saying.
Well, except for
Whereas Arsenal were not
Arsenal,
there.
which
They
is
didn't
why
get
Right,
it.
you know what they say about history?
But that's what I'm saying. That's why you lot got dug out more because
Yeah,
Nah.
because
You're doing top
you're right.
four,
Yeah,
but you're
because
not.
the 1, 2,
You know-
3 we're swapping it around
You know what
still.
it is?
Yeah.
I
It's true.
I hear you. I don't agree with
it's
it.
not fair. No, I'm not saying it's
I
fair.
don't agree with it.
No, I'm not saying
I hear you. I
I'm
don't
not
agree
saying
with
it's
it,
fair, but I'm saying that's why.
what was-
Imagine constantly coming forth and not winning nothing.
No,
Whereas 1, 2,
but-
3, wait,
What
1,
did
2, 3,
Mourinho
keep
say?
chopping and changing.
Right.
What did
But they're
Mourinho
winning.
say?
what's it called? Masters of
Master of
Failure.
what was your Masters of Failures? Was it?
Would say
Mourinho.
Yeah, what did he say?
What did he say?
Fuck.
Experts
he-
at failure or something?
No, he never. He said that Wenger was. Fuck him. I don't even. Fuck him, and who fucking cares, little dickhead. Wanker.
I love him.
Like, wanker.
Mourinho.
Melanie said it's not even going to come out of my mouth.
What did he say? Like Masters of Failure or something like that.
Success, yes, is.
You know what?
What did he
Mourinho
say?
can go wank himself.
Oh, I love him. I'm sure he does
did Mourinho say?
regularly.
You know.
Yep, and you'd be like, I've still got all these trophies. How many did you get? That's what he was saying to Wenger. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he's got a fantastic career. Though,
Oh,
let's be
God,
honest.
yeah.
No shade. He has a fantastic
Yeah,
career.
for sure.
But you know what? I had always
He's
said.
landed himself
and
at where? At Atalanta now?
Always said, and so, no, it's in Saudi, I think. Always said, and so proven, that had Mourinho, like Wenger, not had the money
Right.
behind him
Right.
to buy and
Who you
pay,
wanted.
right? Let's see.
I
and
hear
as
that.
soon as that
Fair
money
point,
went,
fair
he
point, fair
became
point.
a nomad. And that's all I'm going to say.
Do you know why I think
And
that's
so-
moot? But do you
and
know
so-
why?
That's all I'm going to say.
But do you know why I think that's moot? Because in order for him to get to the positions where he was playing for clubs that
But
had
we just
money,
talking about Chelsea.
That's what he
because-
did. That's what
No,
he
no,
did
no.
his
But
best.
we're talking
And-
about
and
Chelsea
Real
because
Madrid-
he's
and-
everywhere.
specialist of failure.
There we go, specialist
Real
of
Madrid,
failure.
Right, which we all know what Real Madrid are like.
Yeah, we know.
That's
Right?
so rude.
And
Then he
the
went
only
to
one-
Italy,
and the only
and then he went to Man United. But he won. But
he
he's
did
still
fuck all at Man U. He did fuck all at
no.
Tottenham.
But he won us the Europa. What's wrong with you?
You've not won a European
Thank you.
Championship.
Like,
How are you going to scoff?
That's the next
All right,
best.
all right,
It's the
you-
next
all
best
right.
thing from the
No,
Champions League.
Here I'm going to say, right? When Mourinho was at his best, right, it was the money behind
I
him.
hear that.
Right? When you look at, say, Leicester and Claudio
Okay,
Ranieri,
what he did-
Right. Now, that, to me,
Yeah,
is a
that's-
proper
yeah,
manager.
I hear the
because
difference.
he never had, he couldn't buy £100 million player.
But I'm
Or-
going to contradict you a
But
little
they were
bit.
just lucky that season.
That's it. It's not like he didn't repeat it.
He didn't even lucky for 38 games, yeah? Okay.
But my point was,
Okay.
No, it happened.
No, but that's a one in a
There was
million.
something was in the air, and they played their heart out. Leicester
But also,
City,
38 games, you
guys.
couldn't luck.
No. Listen, they
I'm just
played
saying.
their heart out. No. That season, I can go back and say they played. That was
good season.
just a different season,
was a good
right?
season.
It was, Mel.
No, but what I'm
Look
saying
how they beat
no, but
Man
what I'm
City
saying-
at home
No, but
4-1.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, right, is you can say, look how they did this, but they did it.
No,
right?
I'm
and they
not
did it with the
disputing
players
it.
that they had, right? So you can't knock them.
But they
Right,
didn't go and replicate it.
No, and that's fine.
So
But
they
they've
had a
done it
good
though.
But they
season.
got
did it
relegated.
once.
But they've done it though.
Yeah, but this is it.
Yeah, and then they got
exactly.
relegated.
They had issues, man.
No, but they
They-
didn't get relegated straight after.
No.
No.
But my point is,
And that was one time.
apart from that, my point is that's exceptional. For that to happen,
That's it.
that's like a movie story.
Thank
That's exceptional.
you.
But
That
most
shit's not happening regularly.
successful managers have proven their worth before they got to the bigger teams who gave them the money and you can't knock somebody
'Cause he
just
was good
because
at
they
No,
have
Porto.
but
money.
all I'm saying is, right, what I'm saying is Mourinho, and I'm not taking away nothing because he's got the medals and the whatever's to prove it, but he was backed. They were trying money at Chelsea.
Yeah, but
Right?
Abramovich
Right?
did.
What I'm saying is, right,
Abramovich started that.
The moment that the money weren't behind Mourinho, he stopped winning. That's all I'm saying.
I think it was a bit more political than the money itself.
Same.
Not being
That's
behind
what I'm
it.
saying.
Did he have the same
Because on
players?
paper,
I don't
he
think
had
that's
excellent
just
people.
money.
I
I
think
can't.
it's
So
more
he
than
So
can't
he didn't
just
have
be-
the same players
No.
after.
No.
But it was more to do with politics, let's be honest. And remember, he left the first time on a good note. He didn't leave.
I'm not talking about him leaving. I'm just talking about him winning, and what he had behind. It's like Pep. Everywhere Pep has gone,
He's had
they have
backed him.
They have they
Backed-
paid
yeah.
hundreds of millions of players.
But for
Well,
the-
right, I would be interested. For me,
To see
I
Pep
I would
manage.
love
he
to
was
see him
in
on a
at
different
Ipswich
team.
squad, right, in Ipswich.
Yeah, go
where
and
they've got
manage
the
it.
money behind
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
And let's see how good
you're
That's
gonna
all
do
I'm
with the
saying.
players.
But you got
That's
also-
what
Do
I'm
you know what?
saying.
That's such look, a fair point, Mel. A fair point in what you're saying. There's the managers that have been a success at all these clubs where there is money, because yeah, your Chelseas, your Inters, your Man United have had money, but it will be interesting to see a good manager without all of that.
And that's why I mentioned Claudio
I get it.
Ranieri.
I get it.
Because
Equally,
he never had that, and he won the league. He did enough over 38 games.
yeah, and I guess money talks then, isn't it?
It
When
does,
it
but
comes
equally,
down to it.
money
It
talks,
always
bullshit
does,
walks.
though.
Exactly, because
But equally-
Premier League's got money.
That's the whole. They proved their worth before they got there. somebody saw them and backed them before they got there.
Absolutely.
You don't just throw money
No,
at
no,
a
no, no,
person
no,
if you
no,
don't
no.
think.
No, because there's something in you that they've seen.
And the thing is as well, once you prove your worth, who's
That's-
going backwards?
no one
So I
is.
guess what will be interesting now is when we look at Enzo,
Mm.
who has proved lost in terms of
Perfect.
timing,
Perfect. In fact,
Yeah.
nothing. When we look
Perfect.
at Arteta, nothing. Right, but he's won an FA Cup,
yeah.
right?
Sorry.
Slot, I think he did quite well initially in Holland.
He strikes me as a
And
non-nonsense.
it'll be interesting again. You know, when you look at it now, the only person we can really talk about,
Sorry.
I know the little stupid
Stop.
fly, innit?
is Pep. But when you look now at all the managers that are there, and I guess PFF has a lot to do now because it's interesting that money's not being
Yep.
spent. Although they say that Man City's struggling to get players because they're concerned about the punishment. that they
punishment.
receive.
Yeah.
There's the
That would
question,
never even do
There's
nothing,
the question
there's-
about Chelsea, and they're saying the reason why Chelsea are buying so many players is because they've admitted their guilt. Chelsea is because they're stocking up because they're probably going to get a transfer ban. So they're stocking, which I kind of feel is cheating. But that's a rumor. I don't know if it's
but
true.
also there's
That's just the
another-
rumors
but-
that I'm hearing.
But there's also another point to look at in terms of when Enzo came on. Remember, Enzo got added quite late in this season. The season had to be
that's
done.
why I messaged you and I said
That's-
to you when you
Yeah,
were
so
saying
that's
to
another
me,
thing. Let me finish. So that's another thing. So my thing is, and I reckon he's come on. This is just me guessing because at this point,
you have no idea.
I have no fucking idea. So at this point, I'm saying he said, "Yeah, I'll come on, but my terms are I get to pick my squad." And they've gone, "Well, we've already got a squad," and he's gone, "I know."
Facts.
And that's why what's happening is
And
happening.
he's
know what,
going,
Lou?
"I know."
You're
And,
right.
and I think what they're going to do is slowly clean out. It's like, for instance, now we're here. Let's talk about it.
He was actually saying, so I said what I said and I've done what I've done. Now what? That's pretty much to the point where you hear him. Do you want me to repeat it for you again?
Wow.
Oh no, that's literally. I
fucking love
promise
him, I'm not gonna
you.
lie.
That is what he was saying. He said I spoke to Raheem before the Man City game, and I told
So it wasn't
him
months.
that
No. I'm saying if I feel like if Raheem was honest with himself based on last season's performance, this is just me as the fan.
I don't know if you can say that because if you got your job, you can't say because I didn't perform last week.
No, but no, I'm not saying
No,
last
I
week.
make you
Like,
right.
Right?
No,
I
but
must
okay.
be wary if I haven't been told that my job's at risk.
No,
My-
but
I'm
wait,
on- it's on the
no,
line.
But, okay,
Right?
okay,
So
I'm
I
gonna
come
add
into
I'm going to
training.
add an extra layer to that. You're doing your job. You're comfortable in your job. Yeah.
Yeah.
You love your manager. Your manager's been doing you right, doing you nice, but he's letting you coast along, doing your bullshit or doing the bare minimum because you love your manager. Manager goes. You've
Yep.
got a new manager now.
Yep.
It's like within most businesses, the minute a new manager comes, everybody's on high alert because
No, I don't dispute
Yeah.
that. I don't dispute that, but I still
But you
don't
have to-
believe because of what the owners
Yeah.
had said to Raheem, what they saw. This is you're in our future, you're in our plans.
Yeah.
So I don't think Raheem was like, well, boy, I got to be no.
No.
That's why that I guess the statement came up because it was before the Man City game. He had a word with him and he said, "This is the situation, my friend. I don't see where I'm going to play you. Your style of
I don't
play."
like your style of play.
Yeah, your style of play is
is
not
fine.
matching what with
The vision I have.
right. So also, I don't know how much time you're going to get on the pitch. So you're going to be a side that he literally. This is what your manager was saying.
This is
yesterday.
honest.
He
And
said,
the thing-
"Yeah, you can talk about." He said, "As much as from the outside it looks like it's such a mess." He goes, "It's not that much of a mess." Hear him. Yes, there's people talking about there's 44 players, there's whatever here. I've got 22. The other 11, I don't know who
I
they
don't
are.
know
Hear
who
it.
they
Yeah,
are.
I
He's
said this,
so-
didn't
he's
I?
like,
I said,
yeah,
right? You
I
said,
don't
I
see
don't
them,
know, I
whatever.
don't see them, I don't train them. I have got my players that I am working with, that I'm training. So the rest, whatever.
And I think that does hand down what I
and then
said.
he also said,
Then
times
how,
have
what do the other
changed.
people feel like?
Thank
Or what,
you.
How do they feel when you hear
Talking
your
about
manager
academy.
talking about those? Do you know what I mean? You
Yeah,
bought
I
me,
just
and then
feel-
you're saying,
I just feel it's a
I
bit-
don't know who
It
you are.
feels
He's
messy to me.
rooting
But it's not
Yeah,
anyone.
yeah.
But it's not someone.
It feels
he-
messy.
I hear what you're saying, but it's not someone. I would agree with you completely. If he bought somebody and then did that to them, that's some
No,
fucking shit.
completely.
But if he said to
He's cleaning up shop and he's just
that's
being
it,
ruthless
and if
with
he
it.
said to the boys, the only way I'm coming in is if I get to pick my
But could
whole
they have
squad,
handled
and
it
they go,
better?
yeah.
Raheem has been dealt to my. He's been dealt dirty
Yeah.
in a sense because he's been at Chelsea. He's never given no issues in the press of being disrespectful to the manager, blah blah to the team.
He's gone on
da-da-da.
with it.
He's really played his. And his last season was shit, but
But he's only been
give
there
the
2
man.
seasons, and the last season was shit.
Played
How
out of
many
position,
of
though.
how many of
Played
all
out of
these other
position.
people?
Yeah,
was
I hear
great.
what you're
Played
saying,
out of
but
position.
But the thing is, I don't see generally speaking, because obviously when he does, sometimes he comes on and he does make a difference. But on the whole, I don't see like when he came from City, I was so geeked to have him. I
course,
was
yeah,
so fucking,
yeah.
Of course.
And like last season, I was like, what are you here for? Like,
I think we all said
felt
the
I felt
same
that way
thing.
for about a lot of
But then
players.
can I?
But
But the Svedstev players do go through that, right? Like you say, that you'll have some seasons where you are good and sometimes when you're not. But
I think his time before this, I was starting to remember.
does that
before this,
warrant
I
being
was
dealt
thinking-
with like that? No.
Being dealt with like that, no. But honestly,
Is Mudryk being dealt like that?
Is he still there?
Yes.
No,
Is he
he's
being
not.
dealt like that?
No,
And no.
no,
That's what
and
I'm
he's
saying.
shit.
That's all I'm saying.
yeah, but this is his squad. He's playing his squad. How he
Yeah,
wants
that's
to.
why I
No, but I think it's
and
just a
that's it.
disrespect. Full stop. I think that's all that they should have handled the whole situation a bit better.
Well,
Make
they're
a
trying
man
to find him another
before,
team.
but you already given
to
his,
do
his
that.
number
Yeah.
before he actually leaves the door. Imagine
So
that.
he doesn't want to go
Like,
to
that's a lot.
abroad. He wants to stay. So Crystal Palace are looking at him.
Villa's looking at him.
Who else? Villa.
Villa's
That's it.
looking
I
at
think
him.
Villa. I think
But
Villa.
it's gonna,
Villa's
it's
a
gonna,
good
it's
move.
gonna cost
Villa's a
Chelsea
good
money
move.
because no team that's gonna take him on loan is gonna pay his full wage.
No.
So Chelsea's gonna have to pay part of it.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, as well, they've been. I think
He's
they've been.
flipping
It's
flying
obvious.
there, isn't it?
It's obvious that they're trying to help him out.
Yeah.
As opposed to
Okay.
just.
No. That's good.
Yeah,
I mean, they would
they're
have
trying to
to.
help him
It
out.
would be really
What was
indecent
his
of them
contract?
if they
Course.
didn't.
Length. Was it a 8-year
He only had
contract?
2 more years. Two
Oh,
more years
okay.
left. He had
But
2
even
more
these
years
contracts,
left.
like in the grand, as we were saying the other day, the grand scheme of things, a contract don't mean shit, you know. Like in the grand scheme of things,
No,
a
it doesn't.
contract-
Yeah, because you can
Because it
terminate
doesn't
that
go
at
anytime.
any
you
point.
could bring me on
Yeah.
a 5-year contract, yeah. I injure myself. There's a clause in that thing that says if you can't play, I can let you go.
Yeah.
I'd have to pay you out.
Yeah.
But I can let you go. Now the idea is that the terms of the break clause is always favourable to both parties. Likewise, if you're not getting played, you think it's a bit unfair, you say at the
You
start.
stay. Yeah.
You say at the start, if you don't play me and I'm fit and I'm match fit and I can leave.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? That's what a break clause is for. So contracts don't really mean nothing.
Monday Night Football.
Unless you're a manager.
Yeah.
Unless you're a
Jamie
manager.
Carragher
Then contracts mean a lot.
said Chelsea should
said?
have been to Jamie Carragher. He came in for you lot.
Oh yeah, he did it.
He
Oh,
dig
yeah,
them
yeah.
out. He dig them out.
I'm not a
Mate,
biggest
he
fan
was
of
like,
Jamie.
they should not be doing no business with anybody. They should be not. They've got no business buying
Any
any players.
players.
Right? What are they
Came
doing?
from them.
No, but
He
the players are the
came.
agents, you know, because they're signing
And
for
then
them.
exactly.
The players are the
So you
agents.
lot are getting it flipped. The players you would sign for.
No, not you
It's the
lot.
name.
I'm saying Jamie.
No, but I'm saying, but you like something she just said. You wouldn't sign. You would if Enzo saying come.
You
you're gonna
would.
go.
You're gonna go.
Yeah,
It's the
because it's a
people that
name,
are
yeah, man.
already there that should be looking like. What
Yeah,
the
but
fuck
the
is
thing
this
is
shit?
though,
It's like
and the thing is though, and I think we mustn't lose sight of
This little
that
fly needs to be killed.
people would look at what's happening, and there will be players that will go, "Do you know what? I don't know if I want to go there because
Absolutely.
people have been treated
But
in
that's
this way, that way."
But there's gonna be
But, like,
players. But there's likewise there's gonna be people that go. I don't know if I want to go Arsenal because I want to win something.
that's fine.
So no, I'm not even being shady. Like you
You
might.
are.
No, I'm not.
You are.
No, because
and I don't know why, because I didn't say anything about you.
no. But what I'm
Are
saying
you
is,
team shit?
no. What I'm saying is,
Yeah, no, I hear
They
you.
just
though.
don't believe
Yeah,
that you
no,
win
no,
anything.
you-
So they'd
exactly.
rather
And
they
No,
there
I
are,
hear it.
there
I
are
hear it, yeah.
people who are young in their careers and that will say,
Fuck 'em
No, it's
all.
true, no, but
Fuck
you're
'em
right, you know,
there
all.
are people,
You
Mel,
know,
there are
West Ham,
people,
Liverpool. Sorry.
there are people young in their careers, whilst it would be prestigious to play, they see themselves on a trajectory.
Yeah.
I want to win, and then I want to go international, then I want to win, That's not really going to take me there, or it's a risk for me to go there. There's a lot of people that leave, team, like what's his face that left Tottenham? The stupid hair.
Harry Kane. No, with the stupid hair.
With the stupid hair.
God.
Tottenham. He left Tottenham.
And he's
With the stupid
Black,
hair.
white.
Dele Alli.
white.
No, white. Gareth Bale. No.
That's the one.
Oh.
Gareth Bale when he,
Rich
when he
James
did
Minnan.
the...
That's the one. Like, I get why. I see what I completely
Oh,
understand.
totally.
Like,
Yeah, but it's
yeah.
a bit like Kyle Walker.
yes, absolutely.
Kyle Walker left Tottenham, went to Man City, and he won. But
Yeah.
adding to what
But
you're
man,
saying...
it is a prestigious team. I know you hate that, but it is a
But no,
prestigious
you're
team.
right.
No, but
But
they've won
adding-
nothing since black and white.
Yeah, but adding to what Lou's saying, I feel like that happened to United, where we couldn't attract certain players because we weren't the team, no matter
That
how
used
much
to be.
history
Yeah.
Evolved.
and how big
And-
the
and I
club
think-
was, we couldn't attract the players because of what was happening.
But also, you know what? It's interesting that you say that because my perception is slightly different. I think even though Man U might not be winning things, yes, you won the FA Cup last season, but prior to that, you weren't winning
Yeah.
things. But if Man U going for players want to come to Man U because Man U is still one of the biggest clubs in the
No,
world.
it is.
So
Yeah.
players want to play for Man U, and
Well,
they will
when
tell
I'm
you,
hearing
I want
man
to
like-
bring the glory days back.
Yeah, but
So don't
No, I hear you.
No, I don't
but
think she knows that. I think what she means is
that still stands. But
yeah, it
again,
still stands.
I've more again. You won't listen to a lot of maybe Man United stuff, as I won't listen to a lot of Arsenal stuff.
No, because we don't want you to.
Right, and I don't want you to listen to me either. Right? So,
oh god.
that being said,
Friday.
But I've got to listen to you today.
that
right?
being said, I've heard the disrespect when we used to hear things in the press. Neymar, when Neymar's name was linked, and talking about United, which bit, you pretty much undermining United. You had even the player that we were trying to get, De Jong, who went to Barcelona. Last season, hearing that, well, we're not good enough type of vibe. Take yourself and go. Well, don't come. I was pissed off, but that's the point I'm making. Whereas, as much as you're saying, they would want to. No, it's not like some of them would, of course, because I still agree. Man United is one of the biggest clubs in the world.
Is.
Yeah,
the third,
don't
I
dispute
think the
that.
third or the fourth biggest club in the whole wide world.
Absolutely, no, it is, but it's the caliber of players.
Yeah.
The names, the big names who think they're superstars. Because the young ones, like you're saying, Lou, that you're going to have someone's like you're saying, they'll say, Man United's a big club.
So I
I'm
can
gonna
go there and
play
then
there.
change up things and
But
blah, blah,
those
blah.
sort of names that you're good players, we're not attracting that shit. But now, actually, I'm at the point where I don't want them.
You want to get to the
I
house,
am
get the home
happy
straight.
with by somebody I've never really heard of.
That's where I am. I'll be honest with you. That's exactly why I'm thinking. That's
Zatsky, I
exactly
didn't
where I
know
am.
nothing about him.
Yeah,
But
I
you see
know.
that
Like,
clever
where did
goal
he
that
come
he
from?
did?
There was chats about him.
Is it?
Maybe you didn't, but
No, I've heard his name, but I
loads of
don't know
chats
much about. Yeah,
Where's
but
he
I
come
don't
from?
know from
Holland.
Holland.
It's
Man,
Holland.
Ten Hag is
It's
just
from
buying
the-
up the whole of the
Netherlands.
Dutch country. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Soon, Man United's going to be full of Dutch.
Mate.
I'll be
No,
honest
I've
with you.
got a problem with it. I'm just
But this is
saying.
what but back to what you were saying earlier. This is why I was saying it's like so people go, oh, well, you wouldn't come to Chelsea. Yeah, you would because there's a
Again,
potential.
there's a history.
There's a
course,
history,
no,
and
they're
but
real.
apart from that,
Yeah.
if they get it right, likewise in Manchester United, if they get it right, there's a chance to
Seeing from your
come
first
back.
game, do you think that
Well, here's
what
the
is
thing.
the thing?
So
for the
about my
sector?
first game there, we last season we never
Right.
lost to City. We
Say that
drew,
again?
last season we didn't lose to City.
It was 4-4 draw, right?
Yeah,
4-4
man, that
and
game
then
was-
2-2 or 1-1.
Oh, so you,
Yeah.
you drew both games?
Yeah.
We never
they
lost to
did
them.
good.
That's my point. So I went into it thinking, fuck, we're playing the champions kind of thing. But then equally, I was like, we didn't lose to them last season. So I thought, at worst,
Draw.
Yeah,
But equally, in the back of my mind, these are the last year's Premier League winners.
That's
kind of.
right.
And it's our first game.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and from
Yeah.
my perspective, I thought
and Haaland is on the team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they also had a lot of players out, City.
No, I know they did.
which is
So
another
imagine,
point. To what
Imagine
you're
that.
thinking. Yeah. So then exactly. So I'm also thinking they've got a lot of players.
I'm gonna get to the point of why I mentioned Haaland. Go on, Lou.
Yeah.
Stop it.
So
No. Do you want to shut him out, like, girl?
I'm going to say shush.
So then anyway,
Go on, Lou.
so I'm thinking at worst we'll draw. At best, sorry,
Yep.
Yeah.
it's a draw.
Yeah.
But equally, I'm well aware.
Yeah, then you
First game
could
of the
lose.
season.
Yeah. And
And
it's
then-
Man City.
and on top of that, is the likely
Yes.
we will lose because
It's Man City.
I know they've got something to prove. Let's be honest. You can't win the Premier League
And then lose your first
and then lose your
game.
first game.
sure.
Like, come on, kind
Yeah.
of thing. So that said, I was surprised because I thought it's a bunch of strangers on the pitch for
Well,
my
your
team.
team.
So you were a lot more surprised with the performance.
Yes,
the fact that they actually
absolutely.
didn't concede as many goals as you thought they could have.
Sorry, what was your... What
I
was
had
your-
1-0.
It was 2. No, there was the second goal was disallowed. It was.
No, it was 2-0.
It was 2-0, wasn't it?
It was 2-0 in the
But
end.
it-
Sorry,
but
who
it
scored?
was- it
Oh, it was
was-
Silva.
And we scored,
And
but we
Haaland.
did score, but it was an offside.
But it was
Yeah,
offside.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was still the... Sorry, it was Jackson. For real.
Here, baby.
Because they had a
Jackson.
couple of chances. And
Oh,
he
Jackson,
looked like...
mate.
Oh,
Sorry, it was
Jackson, sorry.
Jackson,
I was
but
like,
we were
Look, did you see
talking
Lou's
about- I was
face?
so
Lou?
blank.
Lou's literally looking at you like, what are you talking about? Even
I
I
was
know.
so
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
Right,
Yeah.
let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Please
I
do.
don't understand what the personal. I'm not talking financial. What the
No.
personal investment is in this
Exactly.
kid.
No.
There might be
Yeah,
something I'm
yeah.
not seeing.
You're not seeing
Yeah,
this.
no one-
But I don't
I
understand
hear
why
that.
there is
I hear
consistent
that.
personal investment in this guy. And one thing I took away from that game is we need a striker.
Well, I hear that you're in for Osimhen.
Yeah, I've heard this as well.
Wait,
Cool.
Osman. I like little
But that's
Osman.
what we
When I
need.
saw him playing
Because-
in Nigeria, African cup, it's your Nigerian
Oh,
brother,
you
isn't
are?
it?
Okay.
I will
Yeah.
never forget
And
him.
the thing is,
Rumour, I don't know.
I
think it's a rumour.
From last
But-
season, the back line's looking good right now. The defense is looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Midfield, but we need a finisher.
Mate.
Yeah.
And it's not Jackson.
was
Like Don was like,
so
Martin was like,
terrible.
but he scored like 14 goals last season. And I was like, yeah, out of
He
probably
did.
about
Out of-
60.
But
He's
How many chances did he miss?
Because I'm
Exactly,
saying
right?
and sometimes it's not even a miss. It's just a bad judgment.
Yeah.
The decision making.
Yeah. And then where was Cole Palmer? And by that I mean, where was his presence? On the pitch. It took me a minute to realise he was on the pitch. It took me. I was like, where's he playing?
Yeah.
But I think
Had
though,
moments. It wasn't consistent.
But
yeah.
I
You couldn't see him. He wasn't in the game.
But I don't think it's Cole. I think it's instruction.
Yeah.
I think it's instruction more than anything.
Goes back to what you're saying, positions, right?
Yeah. So what,
and
back to not training enough and not this
and
team
it's
isn't
also he also played in the semi-finals. So he's probably still not quite match fit, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true, actually.
But what I
But I
found
always
quite,
feel his presence when he's on the pitch.
yeah, there's a
that Cole's
presence, right?
back. Do you know
But
what I
what
mean?
I found really
First game.
quite
First game.
humorous, actually hilarious, right, is you guys played on Thursday, I think, in the
Yeah.
Conference League,
Conf.
right?
Yesterday.
And
I thought it might be on telly.
Jackson
What did he do?
scored.
Oh, okay.
When were you playing
And he
against?
pulled out a
Jackson?
balloon.
Oh,
he
I'm
did not.
blowing the balloon.
No, he
I
did not.
Listen, I was like,
Wait,
this
and what
man
did he do with
is
the balloon? What, he let the balloon go?
This big blue balloon and let it go. And I was like,
No, he
this
did
man's
not.
an
No, he did
Egypt.
not.
This
I
man's
can't
an
stand
What the hell was that
Egypt.
about?
As a celebration.
I'm saying this now. I can't
Sorry,
stand it.
what is
But
that?
that said,
It's
if he
an
scores me in those Premier League
Egypt.
game, I love him.
He's at idiot. Jackson, you're an idiot.
Yeah, I'm not-
I think maybe if he's got
And
like
then the thing is, you were
in
playing a
two
team
games,
called
consistently.
Severity, I think.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then I
And you're
don't
going to be
watch the
celebrating like that.
But if we win
I think
it,
it was Severity.
you'd be like, okay, thank
so
you.
They're not like
Yeah,
a
but
big
games
team.
on you.
It's
So
fair
to
he's done that
celebrate like
against
that
Man City.
against a little team.
And the conference, like,
what is wrong with you,
yeah.
Reggie?
And moreover than that, it's like, bruv, you choked in the Prem.
Yeah.
You choked everywhere else, and you want to come and celebrate a fucking conference.
And then when I saw that Enzo was the captain of your team.
I don't even know what the
What's
fuck
going
that.
on with that?
I have no
But you know what?
idea.
You know
I
what?
feel like he went.
Excuse me?
I thought maybe
Yeah,
he just
that's
picked the
the-
oldest
Firstly,
player
can
on
we
the pitch.
go back? We're back a little bit because I didn't, when you lot sent the group the thing about Enzo in the group chat.
No, Luke
Can you,
always defends their
Luke,
team,
can you
so I'm going to be
explain
mad.
what happened? What was the incident with Enzo before the Premier League started?
Oh, the song
That's the
where they were singing
racist
and
songs.
disrespecting.
The French.
Okay,
I
yeah.
didn't.
Here's the thing.
And he was actually one of the Chelsea players that blew it up.
the French
Fofana?
guy. Yeah,
That was very upset.
but he apologized to him.
And the thing is, right?
But what did he
Is-
do?
He was
the-
singing.
the
They were
song that they
chanting a
were
racist
singing,
song.
and it was a racist song, right?
And he was
and about
singing
the
it.
French,
About
and
the
about
French,
their
yeah.
history, and about the black people that play for France.
And Enzo
where
was
they
singing
cut-
it.
Yes,
He
he
just-
fucking dropped it on Insta.
No,
That's
he
how
didn't.
everybody knew.
Somebody else dropped it on Insta. Somebody,
It was
he
on
filmed
his
it.
Insta. It was on his
Yeah,
Insta.
but somebody else. No, he filmed it, but somebody else dropped it.
It was on his Insta.
No, but I don't think he's
The
media.
person who
No, but
runs,
it was on his Insta.
Yeah, but listen, what I'm saying. I think he's media person.
Right. Yeah.
This is what I'm
They don't
saying,
do
I
that,
think he's
yeah.
media
But it was on
person.
his Insta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think he
Let
personally.
me say I don't give a damn who put it on there. It was on his Insta.
No, you would hope he would be smart enough not to do it.
And
But
the
your
thing
media
is-
manager might not.
But you know what? I just said when I heard that he was captain,
Yeah,
I
that's
just
dumb.
said, you know what? This is just Chelsea.
That's just like,
Just Chelsea.
even if I didn't know that, I was just like, but him, captain.
The only reason I do, when I think captain, but at the same time, who else do you pick? But now that I thought about it, who
Sorry,
to
Miss
pick?
Jackson.
yeah.
But no, because
I'm
when you
taking
think,
a piss.
for me, a captain is a leader.
Yeah.
He's got maturity.
Absolutely. Does
Hopefully,
Enzo have that?
we'll get there. Hopefully,
Uh-huh.
tenure. Hopefully, and I'm like, oh well, he doesn't have
Leadership. Did you say leadership? You
leader,
did,
like
didn't you?
leader, tenureship, maturity.
Absolutely.
So far, so you
A
have
team
none.
player.
A team player, and usually somebody who's a little bit of an old hat. And when I say old hat, usually just one of the older lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
experience.
Absolutely.
I was like, he's got none of them. But then equally, when I looked around, I was like,
Who the fella we gonna pick?
else
No,
you
and
pick?
I hear that as well. But it was just.
I still think he's weird.
I just
It
think
is very
it was
weird.
quite-
It's very
It was
disrespectful.
just very. I ain't gonna lie.
Funny
I
enough,
just,
if Raheem had been on the pitch, I would have expected
Raheem
Raheem to
to
get it.
but
Exactly.
do you know
Yeah.
what? And whatever, like it just felt a little disrespectful. I'm not saying whether
After
he meant
the
it,
incident.
whether he didn't mean it, whether that was the intention behind it, whether it was bants.
Was it the song?
It was, yeah.
So do
The
you
words,
know just
right?
a little-
So you know what the words mean, right?
No, the thing is,
So-
Yeah.
the reason I give a little bit of grace, and this is the reason I give a little bit of grace, because I'm the
know
first
what?
person. I'm the first person to be like, "Oi, that's racist. Oi, da da da." But it's so easy to. I've heard some of these chants at some of these games. It's so easy just to start saying it too, whether or not you mean it, whether or not you're thinking about the words. It's you've just won, you're gassed, other people shout. Like, what he should have done is sat there quietly, but he got lost in the sauce kind of thing.
Yeah, but I think for me, it's not just. In some ways, it's not just the Enzo incident, that one incident, but it's the history that comes with Chelsea and the mistakes that have been made.
There's
that
always
you're just
some
like,
fluff.
come on,
John
man.
Terry.
You've already got not even John Terry.
No, I'm just
but do
saying
you
goes
remember-
worse.
Do you
It
remember
goes
when
further
they
back.
played in Paris, in France?
And
And they wouldn't. Some of the fans wouldn't let
Let people on the train.
onto the train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were singing,
Yeah.
"We're Chelsea, we're racist, and we don't care." Right? And it's just like the history
Wow.
that goes with them. Come on, man, just be a bit smarter.
Yeah,
with your
no,
club.
but that's down to Enzo. Enzo picked that. Enzo picked it.
I know,
Yeah.
no, and I'm not
You know
blaming.
what
anyone. I
happened?
just
You
think
know
it
what?
just made me feel uncomfortable.
Your manager's actually funny. He's got like nuggets, and then he also said yesterday about you like talking about long contracts. You could have a 20-year contract.
What did I say? And still get dropped.
Yeah,
and get
that's what
asked.
he said.
What did I say? When I say,
You did say that.
I
You
said
did say
it.
that.
He
Contract don't
said
mean
it in his
So
mouth.
before-
He said
before
your
Leicester-
contract could be 20 years. You
Where was
still
he?
be.
Man City, no.
He worked with Pep,
no.
innit?
He was.
So he's got
he
Pep
was-
tendencies, and I
No,
find
yeah,
Pep
but
to be a
before
little bit.
Leicester,
City.
when he left Man City,
I was gonna say.
he went. I think he was abroad, and then he came back to Leicester.
Yes,
he
he was, I
left Man
think
City
you're
and went
right.
somewhere else, and then came
Okay.
back to
Yeah.
Leicester. I don't know how successful he was, whether he was a coach or a second coach or whatever.
Yeah,
but
he's no
equally, you got to
nonsense.
start how you need to go. You got to start how you need to go on. Like,
I
if-
saw it
did you
yesterday.
say?
He's no
no
nonsense.
nonsense, and you have to
Because the
start how
press,
you
he
need to
literally
go
was telling
on.
him, I said what I said.
And you know what? There's a little bit of, it's not nice, but there's a little bit of, hey, shit. If I don't play well, if I don't come correct, if I don't do
Well, he
this,
better.
he don't give a fuck
Yeah.
who you are. You're out on your ear.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, like we had this conversation about in the past where it's about sometimes the players think they're the stars and da 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 da.
But
Maybe
but
it's
it's
time.
always been like that in the
Absolutely,
last
Lou.
few years.
But it wasn't always like
Yeah,
that.
no.
Buddy Beckham took a shoe to the head and held it down. You know what I mean?
But Lou, we were talking about that. We were messaging about that,
Yeah.
and I was saying to you, you know, one of the things that I love about this new Arsenal is that because we were talking about you were talking about why the players got so much power, and I was saying to you because they're the investment, they're the money.
No, my question isn't why. I know why,
right?
but they shouldn't
And then I
have.
was saying, and so the manager who earns 10 million a year, maybe 7, 8, 9, 10, and you've got a player that's on, I don't know, 20 million
20
a
million,
year, 30
50
million
million,
a year,
whatever.
they're the investment, right?
Yeah.
So if they start playing up, the manager's gonna go because the club ain't gonna
Yeah.
lose
Oh,
their
no,
investment,
of
right?
course, yeah.
And so what I loved about Arsenal, and maybe Chelsea are going to possibly do the same, I don't know, is that when you look at Ozil and Uber,
Aubameyang.
yeah, they was like, we take your contract, fuck
Standard,
off.
and that's where you said
That's what I'm
contract
saying.
don't mean
And
nothing.
Arteta was like, and the players had to see that the manager is being
He's
backed.
been back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
you
what
are
they
not
need.
that powerful anymore. And then all of a sudden the players are like, okay, I better behave because
Yeah.
boy,
Yeah, which
I
is
can't-
dynamic.
because I
How it
see it
should
happen to the
be.
biggest players in the
Oh,
club.
I watched
But
your
that's my point,
show
that's how it
and I
should
saw
be.
that episode where like
Yeah.
Arteta was just like, yeah, get like he just
It's
You're
like,
gone.
fuck him off.
yes,
And you know what, as
literally,
well-
yeah,
And
no.
Arteta's young. He's not being
I-
in the,
he's
as a manager
he's also
in the
again,
game.
But you know
no
what else is
nonsense
important?
type
It's,
of vibe.
you don't want to poison the well. Because if you let that kind of shit go on for too long,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
don't
that's
want it to
everybody.
poison the
Exactly,
well. So let them
exactly.
go.
What's
Yeah,
the
no,
word?
it's not needed.
What's the word?
That's where
The bad
Ronaldo had to
apple?
go.
You've got to let it go.
Spoils the
Spoils the
whole.
whole-
Yeah, that's where
And
Ronaldo had to
like
go.
I said,
Second
Right,
stint.
exactly.
Second
another
stint.
one, another one.
Had
But
to
my
leave
point was,
United.
they
That
was
was
back in the
toxic.
day, and I'm not saying this right. Beckham took a lick to the head of a fucking shoe. Didn't say a
Mate.
fucking word.
Whereas I
And
watched-
that's about respecting the gaffer, knowing you want to play on Saturday.
But
It's nuance.
but also
Different times,
I
innit?
mean, when you look at what and I can only use Chelsea. It's not digging Chelsea, but I look at how the players at Chelsea down tools to get rid of their manager. Boom.
Yes.
And
Of
I
course,
remember
on two occasions.
they've
and you know
done
what?
it. Yeah.
On two
I remember
occasions.
watching that thinking
That's
they
fucking.
don't respect the fans because as a fan and
Oh my
I was
gosh,
paying
I've said this.
150
I've
quid
said
for my
this.
ticket and they're saying I don't like the manager, but what about me? Right,
They're-
paying
that's
my
coming
money
money,
yeah.
come and
Yeah.
see
to watch
you.
you.
But there's something
you
more.
don't care.
But wait, there's something more insidious than that, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because the first lot of players that did that, and the second lot of players that did that, were two different sets of players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it means there's something in the culture and stuff.
Well,
There's politics in the business that's selling. You know, if you don't get your way, Ralph.
Use
Well,
your lost. Yeah. Exactly.
Well, I don't know.
It worked
I
5
think
years ago.
I think he can do it.
Don't worry.
I think
get me the
I
Mourinho,
think it
don't
was
worry.
Abramovich.
Oh,
The
you
Abramovich
said
era.
that. Oh, you look at the history.
I think it was the Abramovich
either way-
era that backed the players more than the
Yeah, oh,
manager.
yeah, no,
because
that
he was
was-
sacking managers who won.
Left,
Yeah.
Oh no,
But you
yeah,
also-
yeah.
but
Even when
yeah.
they won shit, he was sacking them.
Yeah.
But that's another thing as well. Like Abramovich moved
Mad.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's
too much money. More money than sense.
Oh no, Tom
But
Bucky
also-
is also moving a bit mad.
But you
The
know
way
when,
he walked
but no,
out.
no, but Tom Hart. But people forgetting
Tom Hardy? Bowley.
Bowley. He is
He's a
not.
bit mad.
He's not the He looks like the individual.
No, he's the face.
He's the face.
He's the face of
It's
it.
backed
He's the
by.
face. He's face.
Ada.
He's the face.
Yeah.
And the backing is a part American, part Middle East.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
individual backers.
I know
So
that.
he's the
Because
face.
even Serena was going to invest in
Oh,
Chelsea.
Yeah.
yeah.
sure.
They've called it.
Yeah,
And
but
Lewis
she learned her
Hamilton.
lesson
Yeah,
quickly.
Lewis Hamilton as well.
Yeah, because he's an Egypt, because he's an Arsenal fan, fucking Egypt.
Yeah, but you got to make
Money.
money, bruv. Like,
Yeah, but
you
then he
can't-
backed off because he was like, no.
Well, this
But
is,
my point is, the Blue Group. I think it's called the Blue Group.
Is that what they're called?
I think it's called the Blue Group. Who they basically created that conglomerate in order to
That's
buy
right.
it,
Yeah.
and they did that so that no one individual has the
Yes.
monopoly.
Yeah,
Blah,
yeah,
blah,
which I
whatever.
think
Yeah.
is healthy.
yeah.
Which is great. But my point is, as well, even that I liked. Even him stomping out, I liked it. I'm not gonna lie because
No, because you want better. You, want
want
to
and
see
you
better.
wanted, you wanted to. If I'm a player and I see the gaff, the
You know-
owner.
No, you see, yeah,
stomp out.
That, I see what you mean.
You know
Do
what?
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
the
though?
respect,
It's
the
you,
scare,
like,
the
okay,
scare.
getting
But
up,
people
like,
be
I'm gonna
scared.
play.
That goes back to
Where
what you're
does he come
saying.
from? In America, do you know where he comes from?
No, I think it's like Boston, Massachusetts. One of them.
Oh, because he just reminds me of a cowboy.
JR.
He reminds me of
JR and them,
he
like, the
just
Ewans.
he just
He
reminds
does,
me of like,
doesn't
he comes
he?
from
And the thing
Texas.
is,
he's a
he's-
cowboy.
Dallas.
He is so successful as an individual. Like he's just extremely successful. So for him, especially when you're trying to run it like a business,
Yeah.
and you're
for
like,
real.
that investment is not
He's
proving
not
fruitful.
fruitful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Yeah.
You
No,
don't,
you know what's
because
needed.
you don't flog the
So
doors.
talking about, like you're saying, academy again, back to Chelsea. Your manager said a lot yesterday, Lou.
Man, you really were listening to him.
Come on, babe.
Yes, I love
I
it.
don't know why.
What do you mean?
Go on, go on, I wanna hear.
Flowers and skirts. Academies. Because the point
Yeah.
of where we're talking about
Yeah.
Conor Gallagher's come
Yeah.
from academy.
Mm.
The not Hudson Odoi. Who's the
The
Chalobah?
Chalobah,
Chalobah,
the one
whatever.
The one they also want to
So
get
there's
rid
been
of,
the, right. So this whole talk of people. He said times have changed.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
He said, "What
Yeah,
you telling me I
nothing
must keep
stands
a
still.
player because you're an academy player?
You see how
You
much
love him, innit?"
Nothing stands
if
still.
I were
Yeah, and I actually had to
He's
agree
different.
with
I
him
like
on
that.
that. No, he
Okay.
did. When he
We
said that, I thought
needed
about
that.
that.
You
And then
needed
I
that,
thought
'cause
about
if they were doing that
the
with Rashford,
Rashfords
But
and
you
do
just
too much.
said
Yeah.
Rashford.
No, for real.
Your views on
Can you
Rashford-
let me finish?
No.
I've just said I understood because that's when I was like, I looked at Rashford's
Yeah.
situation in my head and I was like, actually, it's so true.
Mm.
He can leave just because you're academy. If it's not working,
But
try
that
and
was
find
my
another
feeling
thing.
around Emil Smith Rowe. I loved him.
Yeah.
Right, and we had a song for him. And when he broke onto the scene, him and Saka.
Oh, he was good.
Yeah,
I
him and
remember
Saka,
him.
you had that.
That really turned us around.
Yeah.
Like when we was like in 14th place and they came on, and then we let him go, and I was a bit like, though I was like gutted, and also he's got a Jamaican parent. I was gutted.
Yeah, because he's mixed race, isn't he?
But
Is it?
I was also, I could also understand why he weren't playing. We could
Jamaican
make some money
parent.
from him. And I was also like, also for his career.
Boom. And
should
I'll be
go.
honest with you.
And there
For
you go,
his
for his
career.
career.
I'm
And
thinking,
that's
why
why I
must he
understand it.
stagnate?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Go, man, go.
Because
Same
I'm an
with-
academy player.
Same thing with Gallagher.
Absolutely.
Everyone's like, oh my god, he's gone. I'm like, no, deep
Let
it.
him be. Let
Yeah.
him go,
He's
man.
gone to fucking Madrid.
Yesterday he
He's
did
alright.
his Spanish
I wouldn't mind
welcome.
Madrid
He's
coming
alright.
in.
He's all right, mate. That's
Exactly.
all right. That's why I said he's doing all right.
Move.
That is
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as an individual, that's a
And he'll learn
fantastic-
languages. He'll become bilingual.
And João Felix is very happy to be at Chelsea. I've already heard his statement yesterday. He's happy
Well,
to
this
be
is the second
back.
time around. Let's hope he's better than the first time.
Well, I think he will be. And for him, he said
I don't know.
I think he will.
I think he will as well.
I think he will. And
Oh.
I'll tell you why I think he will. From the statement, in the sense of, he said, I've got a home. Whereas before,
Yeah, it was.
he was
it's a bit of a-
floating. He's gone out. He's been put out for the last
Yeah,
couple of
yeah,
seasons on loan, so he wasn't settled. So
I
it
guess,
wasn't.
yeah,
I'm going to
messes
be.
up.
Whereas now, he said, I've got a home. I'm settled. I'm excited. The fans, love
Can
the
I ask a
fans.
question?
Loves London. So I think it's going to be good for you.
Last question. The first time João Felix was at Chelsea, was he on loan at Chelsea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose this time he's been brought.
No, he's
Yeah,
been bought
okay,
for 46 point something
okay.
million.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the thing as well,
And
when
Gallagher's
that's for
36 mil.
confidence. When
That's
that's
what I'm
for confidence, people thought somebody thinks I'm good enough to pay that much for.
Yeah.
And I know that in the grand scheme of things, that's not nuts, but
Yeah.
actually, it's a decent wedge.
Yeah.
Oh, just ask Lukaku.
Lukaku,
100 million, 90 million, 80 million per Pogba, and they be shit.
Do you know what? They were showing the how much with Lukaku from when he was, but even when we bought him for 90 million.
But that was the biggest mistake ever.
90 million for
They do quite a
Romelu
lot.
Lukaku.
They do that a lot.
I liked him.
Yeah,
though.
Man U.
Yeah.
I liked him though.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah, their
I
history's
like
a bit-
Lukaku,
yeah.
but it's when I
The
think about
buys
the money,
so high.
and
Yeah.
now he's gone for
And then they become
29 million. I'm just saying, but then at the time, I guess he was at the.
And speaking of different
You know,
time, you remember
there you go.
There was a time. These times, United's finishing first, second, third. Second, third. And once you finish and you win it, you're getting
When's-
investment into
Yeah,
yourself.
no, of course.
But when's
Why
it-
not spend big?
When's the time Lukaku in the UK was good? Because there was a
Oh, you
time.
weren't shabby daddy,
Chelsea.
do you?
At Chelsea, I think.
No, at what?
Everton.
Oh,
I forgot
yes,
he was at
That was when he
Everton.
made his name.
Do you know
I
where?
thought he was at
I was going to
Everton.
say he was at West Bromwich Albion.
And then Everton.
yes, because
And then
that's
he
where
went
he
to Chelsea
started.
and
Yeah,
it didn't really fire.
no, and
He
then
didn't fire.
And then
they
he
weren't
went
shit.
to Italy and he did really well.
and then he
And he
came
went
to
to
United.
United and he didn't
And then
fire.
nope.
And then he went back to
To
Italy,
Italy.
and then he came to Chelsea and he didn't fire. And he went back to Italy.
Yeah.
Blinking heck,
Yeah.
mate. He's
So
got enough
that's his
stamps in his
history.
passport.
But the second time, he didn't fire.
No, the first time he didn't really fire.
No, I disagree that he didn't fire. I don't think he was exceptional, but I personally
You
thought
saw the
was
potential. You
alright.
saw the.
Average, man.
And when he
Yeah,
came on the pitch, I was like,
you weren't like, yeah, he can
he's
get you a
in.
goal.
Well, he's in.
But when you compare him to the strikers that Chelsea have, whether it's Diego Costa, whether it's Drogba, you know, you had strikers. Lukaku was decidedly average, at Chelsea.
But
I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah,
but
compared to what you've had.
consistently,
He was
but
decidedly average.
But he was consistently so. And another,
Average
yeah,
at
but
Chelsea.
He wasn't
Yeah,
like
but he
this.
was
He wasn't like
consistent.
this.
Exactly.
he was
there.
consistently
in
so.
just-
Not
where
like,
he was.
do something
Yeah.
like he came on. Oh, he's fucking up. No, he was
Yeah.
consistent. You could.
And
He was
that's
all
flipping
reliable.
Johnny Evans.
He was consistently shit. So we know what you're
Johnny
talking
Evans
about.
Consistently average at Chelsea. You're reliable.
I don't know why she's
You're
trying to
reliable.
make
Just
it
try you're
reliable.
reliable. It was
You're
consistently
reliable.
average.
There you go.
No, but my point is,
But then
it's
you're not
reliable.
expecting anything because you know he's gonna be
And,
like
then,
that.
and then when he does,
Then you
And if he
you're
does
like,
happen to score a goal, you're like, wow.
there's people that
Set
come on.
your bar low,
and you're
so
like,
when he's, you know what I mean? Like, yep.
there's people that come on. You're like, are you even on the pitch?
because look at
Oh,
Jackson, like
honey.
you were saying, Jackson was shit in this thingy. He went and scored in the other one. So you're like, okay, we know that you're gonna be crap, but if you score,
Be consistent. And not score?
There you
Or
go.
be
No,
consistent
no.
and score?
If you're gonna score in No, I prefer you don't go to fucking conference and score
And
there
then score all
and
the
celebrate
time.
there, and then not do it both ways.
With a
bro.
balloon.
a balloon. Like if you're,
I was like,
be
what the-
consistent.
That is the
That's-
most
yeah, that's
stupid.
It's embarrassing.
Yes.
It is.
Look, and that
That's
like,
the
man-
word,
man
Lou,
that
it's
was saying
embarrassing.
Was like it was, and it wasn't even like it was
big
a goal,
goal.
but it was a penalty.
Oh.
He hadn't like
Wow.
it was a
wasn't
penalty,
Even,
and
no,
that's what he did.
Just stop.
It wasn't even
Stop.
a goal. It was a
Stop
penalty.
right there.
God.
And you're just like
Right
But you
there.
know as well, it shows his immaturity.
Exactly.
But let's
There
be
you
honest,
go.
he's demonstrated that before. Last season,
Oh,
when he was
mate.
bickering
Yeah.
and fighting and trying to get
Thank
the ball
you.
off
Yeah,
cast.
how old
He's
is he?
embarrassing.
I think he's early
22?
20s.
22?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
he looks older than that, for
he
flip's
does.
sake.
I
I
think he's
tell
lying.
you.
I think he's like Kanu, lying about his
Oh,
age.
mate.
Oh, wow.
Okay, they said Kanu was 24 at the time when I looked
And he was
at
about
Kanu
30.
and I
I'm
was
sure
like,
he's about 30, you know.
Kanu said, prove it.
Kanu said, here's my birth certificate.
There you
prove
go.
otherwise. This is what I have.
My
And
Nigerian.
Nketiah has gone to
they have
Nottingham,
said
gonna
I
go to
am.
Nottingham Forest.
There you go.
I also think, you know what? Nketiah going to Nottingham Forest, I think it's a really good move for him. And I tell
Yeah,
you
so
why.
do I.
definitely.
Two reasons why.
Definitely.
I don't think he fits our style of play.
No.
But also, I hate the way the Arsenal fans
Treat
really
him.
bitch about him.
Is he
And I think
academy
so.
as well?
He needs to leave.
Is he academy as well?
Yeah,
Okay.
hail him. But the Arsenal fans.
What do you think
I
went wrong there?
I just don't think he fits our way of playing. And Nketiah is a man that needs to start. He's not, you know, you have some players that if you're losing, you bring them on and there's a chance. He's not that kind of player.
No.
He won't change. He's not a game changer, right? And because he's not first choice, he's brought on as a sub. And then he doesn't do much. So the Arsenal fans, but when Jesus was out and he was being started, he was scoring.
Yeah.
Right? He was scoring, but he needs the whole game. And the Arsenal fans, and I'm like, you know what? Not go to Nottingham Forest, you know, make your way because
Smash
he's
it,
not
yeah.
fit to our.
No, I think it's good.
he's not fit to the way that Arteta wants.
It goes
to
back
play.
to what we're saying. If you want to play ball, and you know what I mean, you're wasting your
I
career
think-
sitting on the bench and getting
Yeah,
paid,
I
but
know,
you're not
yeah, it
actually.
makes
It's
no
just like,
sense.
sorry.
Yeah.
I really
And the
don't
thing
see the
is-
sense in that.
Right?
Really
Speaking of
don't.
which, Ivan Toney.
No, before we go to Ivy, can I
go
please talk about Liverpool?
Oh, yeah, sorry,
no,
my bad.
shit. Your bitches just keep
You
talking
know what?
about your
I
own
heard
shit.
she did that. She did that.
How?
Oh, that's because she was mid conversation that
They
you
you
already
jumped in
started.
and started flung it to it.
How's it me?
And flung it and you flung it to yeah.
Because it's always
then I
you,
said,
Why
Melanie.
is it always me?
And then
can't
go on
read.
Liverpool, babes.
So go on, girl.
Welcome, Miss Slot.
Mm.
First game. We've got the same players. Unlike
Yeah.
y'all, we've got all these.
Oh yeah, you haven't brought no players,
We
have
ain't got
you?
nobody.
Are you sure?
Then
You
it'll come
haven't
up
brought
from
no players, team.
No.
No,
I thought
can
you
players
brought-
nothing.
Not even one. I
No.
know
They
you brought one.
haven't.
haven't.
They haven't actually.
They haven't.
Okay, my bad.
I've
We
been
weren't
watching-
nearly buying somebody,
That's what
but
I
he
thought.
went
You
somewhere
went in
else.
for Supermende, who decided not to leave.
No.
Real
Yeah.
Sociedad. Yeah.
But I think we've just got some second goalkeeper.
Oh,
They
okay.
just found whatever. But same players. It literally looked like, oh, hello, boys. Welcome back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So first half, it was basic.
Mm-hmm.
But then one thing I do like about Slot, second half, he was not like scared to sort of change it up and take off anybody.
Yeah.
Kwanzaa, you could see that,
Did
okay,
play
you know.
them? Ipswich.
Ipswich. Fine, you know what I mean? No, hold on.
Wait,
What are you laughing for?
I'm confused.
Oh, let Ipswich come and play one of your holes and you'd be like, oh, shit, look at us. Yes, it was Ipswich. The
But the
first
good
game.
thing about playing Ipswich is he could play about a bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then you see the problem and you fix it.
Oh,
When you finish. When you're ready to finish.
No,
I'm
go on.
sorry,
no,
go on,
no,
say.
that's not. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I said to you
Let her talk.
at the game.
No, let it talk.
I said to you during the game. Ipswich. It was their first home game. They were gonna come out
Of
firing.
course.
But I always thought Liverpool would win.
Of course.
They
Yeah,
just-
same.
Do you know what I mean? They were gonna
saving
come out and
herself.
go for it because they're the first home game, first time in the Premiership.
Yeah.
They
whatever.
want to
Yeah.
show their worth. They want to
Yeah.
show
Well,
we're
they just come
here.
up.
Huh?
They come out.
Yeah.
Oh, bless him.
Yeah.
So it literally, I mean, it
To
was
the point-
nice to see
wait.
because it's a new manager.
Yeah.
We don't know him. We didn't have a clue what he was going to do. So
Yeah.
it was nice to sort of see like, okay, you know what? He's got a winner's mentality. And that's one
You
thing I
think
liked
so?
about it. Yeah.
I have
really
to agree
do.
with you on that. He
I
gives
really
me
do.
very. He
Why
gives
did you
me.
say that? Because I don't know anything about him really.
There's a vibe about I pick up for me.
There, he's,
An aura thing.
I think first and second half, when obviously, like I said, when shit was not going right, change it. Take off Kwanzaa, however you say it.
Who's Kwanzaa?
The defender, the young boy.
Okay.
Yeah. Brought on Konate.
Okay.
Because you could see that the
He was
balls
under
were
pressure.
yeah. You know, if we had people like Fabinho, yes, we could have left that little boy on, but we don't
Okay.
have people like that to help in the middle. So I like the fact, and you could see where it now opened up for people like Slot, you know, that one.
Yeah.
He could get the
know your
ball.
players, you know.
Listen, slob, lob, lob, lob. That one. Yeah.
Any comparisons at this point
Nah,
between
to-
not for you, to Slot and
Klopp. Ah.
No. I think
She said not me.
at the
myself.
moment, I can't tell in a sense because he's still got the same players that
Yeah.
which is good. What's good way
which
to,
is yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
like the fact that okay, we still got the same players, but there feels like a different vibe about it. You know, you've got obviously our boy cut his hair, he looks
Yeah.
different.
He
It's
looks
like
very
he's all
sharp.
manly.
His
You know?
got a hair
transplant.
transplant.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Good for
didn't
you,
even know
Mo.
who he was until I
Really?
I was like, who's this?
I
I
know.
didn't recognize him.
But what's his name's playing? He's now being in the middle.
Who's that?
Jota. Jota is now
in the midfield?
no, like
Behind,
striker.
like a 10,
Number
behind.
9.
Yeah,
Oh,
Number 9,
sorry.
behind the
Behind the
the
striker.
striker.
Yeah.
So it's nice because you can actually see he's actually they're reading each other and knowing where Salah
So
played
Salah's
fabulous.
Who's
Still
who's
right.
reading each other? So you've got-
Salah,
Uh-huh.
Jota, and then you've got what's our young boy from? Oh my God, the name's gone out of my head.
Gakpo? No, not Gakpo.
No, not
It can't be
Gakpo.
because he doesn't play that
Um,
position.
Oh my gosh, the name's completely gone out of my head. I can see him. Diaz.
Oh, yeah.
So what about
Trent.
the Uruguayan guy?
No, he didn't play.
Okay.
He didn't
Nunes,
play.
your best mate.
Nunes.
I need to find out what's going on with him. But he
Okay.
wasn't on. Yeah,
Okay.
I know. Bless him. Love, hate.
You love-hate
Something
relationship.
like that.
Nunes.
Oh,
He's gonna- I love him.
Oh, mate.
He's going to give you high
Oh,
blood pressure again this
Jeez,
season.
listen, he needs to
are
come
you?
correct.
So
Far,
I mean,
so
it's really
good.
hard to say
Yeah.
after the first game.
Exactly. And the fact that we still just got our own place. So it's literally, I can only say right now I'm happy.
Yeah.
I can't. I got no
You're not
ill.
feeling that-
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
oh my
yeah.
God, I'm it's kind of stressed. Oh my shit. Like, what the hell?
Who we got this weekend?
Brentford on
So when
Sunday.
you walked into that game, how did you feel? Obviously, I know it's hit switch, but how did you feel?
How did you feel? Did you feel?
I think I was like super excited because I just wanted to see what Slot was about, and I think that's all
Slot.
I wanted to.
Slot.
Okay, and I thought I don't know. I thought I heard
What's
slop.
going on?
Oh, go on. Sorry.
No, I heard slop.
Slot.
I was like,
So
yes,
I was
slop.
just excited to see what he was about. Like, it's yes, we've watched the pre-seasons and but the actual game to see. All right, you know what? I need to get my points and see how he actually
To
performs.
be fair, according to the text messages, the first half you was all not impressed.
No, I was not. Definitely not.
It was only
So you
the second
changed it.
half.
Yeah,
And
this
the
is what
second
I'm
half,
saying.
and that's
what
what
I
she
said.
said.
So we can
I
see
said
that. You know
what I said.
He'll make the moves.
I'm able to.
He'll make
Because
the
I
moves.
only
Yeah,
saw
there you
part
go.
of the first half, and I said to you, I think Ipswich are up for it.
They're definitely.
But I think
I
I
was
said to you,
working out when it was
I still
on.
think Liverpool will be okay.
Oh yeah.
But don't you also feel like when you're watching it sometimes in live, you haven't got perspective? Like, if I'm watching it and I'm nervous and my team's not scoring,
You're not really.
I haven't got
You're not
perspective.
There you go.
Yeah,
And
Only
do
afterwards,
something.
I'm like, actually,
Yeah.
they defended really well.
you go.
This
It's
When
could
you
have been
watch it,
worse.
yeah, I do all the
Yeah.
time, Lou.
Yeah.
And then I watch
Yeah.
like a
Very
match of the
true.
day
Yeah.
or something, and then
Very
I'm like,
true.
oh, a minute, actually it was all
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Yeah.
In the moment,
It's up until you score.
Oh yeah,
Right?
they're your
Then
team.
you're
you're
like,
dogging
always,
them.
yes.
You're like, they're shit.
Yeah.
Why are you playing for my team?
Yep.
You're fucking idiots.
Yep.
Rare. And as soon as you say, I
Te-te-te.
love you and you're great. But
But-
it's part of being until the point where
It's
you
always
feel
that,
like,
though.
oh my God, I'm
Yeah.
done it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're angsty, innit? You're
Yeah.
on edge, you're nervous.
I can't wait for the Champions League. This again, like it's the start of all of that
Are
as
you
well.
in the Champions League?
They won the
No,
FA Cup.
doesn't mean that I can't wait for it.
They won the FA Cup.
Like, dude,
Oh,
it's
you are.
football. Face in it.
she said that
There
with
was
the
such a
whole.
there
You
was
know
a
what I
whole
mean?
pause. Like,
Like-
wait, she went.
You're facing in it. Like literally. Yeah.
Oh, do you know
It's alright,
what?
so I can have
I love
comfy.
me so much.
Oh, honey, I love me too.
I like that.
I love me too. Yeah, you're not alone. We all, I love me a
Oh,
lot.
girls, actually.
Yeah, go on,
yes.
I got a text message on my phone.
What happened?
So, your boy, Mr. Jenas, Jermaine.
Oh, Jermaine Jenas.
Oh,
Well, do we know
Jesus,
what it
yes.
is then?
No, do we?
So, we
Yes,
do.
what-
Oh,
is it?
tell me then.
It was just a thing I watched. It didn't have the detail, but apparently it was inappropriate emails, inappropriate text messages.
Oh, too.
I think it's staff at the BBC.
Yes.
Well,
yes,
yeah,
it
can only
is.
be,
Yeah,
can only be.
no, it's
Yeah,
staff at the
could be.
BBC. But
And
don't
I
know
knew it
what.
was sexual because his representation dropped him. And I've known one thing about
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Reps always drop you
Yeah,
when
I
it's
heard.
such and such.
Yeah.
Reps always drop you when it's something sexual because they can't do
can't
nothing.
nothing.
They can't do nothing.
They can't bring you back from that. So
And
that's
I,
value
and,
for them.
but I didn't know. But I saw when it popped that's his Saatchi and Saatchi. I didn't even know that's who represented him and dropped him. And I was like,
Right, you got big
Big
names behind you as
names.
well, you know. That's a
And the
big
thing
name.
is, a lot of
still.
reps, if they're like, you know what, we can't bring you back from this, they have to let you go because that's your whole point.
Shoot, man. His
I ain't
career
gonna
done.
lie.
Man's got what, 4 kids?
yeah, 3 with his
Career
wife and
done.
one
outside
previous,
baby.
No, previous relationship. What about you?
I was ready.
He thought it was a cow.
I
Cow
was
was like,
ready.
I am ready.
Wait, I was ready.
She thought it was a cow walker
I
with
was
right
ready.
now.
Do you know how disrespectful Carl? When you think about it,
He's
yeah?
a dickhead.
He almost spent a
Clearly.
year taking him to court for child maintenance. He called her
sorry.
psycho, said she's this,
Yes,
she's that.
yeah.
I'm with my missus, did a tutu,
Wait.
she's pregnant with another
Another
youth.
youth.
He's
Yes.
a dickhead.
You
But
know
you know
what?
what?
He's not smart.
No,
I
he's
just
not.
got to say
He's
this
a-
on
he's
air.
He's good at football, but he's not
He's
smart.
very
No,
tick.
he's a bit dumb. But I've got to say this on air, right? I think the BBC
Yeah.
really need to caveat their contracts with anybody who's a nonce will get no pension, will get no because
you know
I
what?
have to pay them
No.
even if I don't
But
want to.
Jermaine
see.
Jenas is not a nonce though, because it's
No,
not
but
underage.
he's got
But
sexual.
no,
Any sexual.
no,
No,
I
just
hear
being- just
you.
making it clear.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just making it clear.
He's not a nonce.
That's
just
because it's not
he's just an
underage.
idiot.
Like certain people,
But
Like
you know
you,
what?
like
Edwards.
you.
But you know what as well? I feel like the BBC, they can't caveat it. And the reason they can't caveat it is because the BBC is a den of iniquity. It is Sodom
Yeah.
and Gomorrah.
Yes.
That's what I'm
It
saying
is
to you.
The pits
It
of
is.
hell.
Yeah.
And that's
look
the
where it starts from.
BBC.
Look where it starts from. Savile, right?
Mm.
Look how far
Savile,
back.
but Sam was a
But that's what
bastard
I'm
that
saying, right?
before.
Before that, look how far back we're going.
And you remember the big chiefs knew.
Guys,
They knew.
even that. Think about it.
So the BBC is
That's
rotten.
just that's
rotten.
And the worst part,
You covered.
but you know why it's able to be that? Because you know when you're getting money, you're just getting money.
Yeah, you're just
We're
getting
getting
it
paid
left,
no
right.
matter
Yeah, exactly.
what.
What happens? For sure.
Things get dusty.
Yeah.
Things get dusty inside.
I just think, right?
We need to stop
So-
paying. Did you hit her?
I was waiting for that.
Wow, what
Sis,
happened?
I was actually waiting
Was
for
there
that.
fire?
No,
I think that was a
you were
prong.
just doing it.
That was a prong. The kettle prong. Shut up.
Is that what that was? Is that what that was? That was violent.
I was waiting. I've been waiting. Firstly, I thought it was the white hair. I thought you were gonna do that first, right? And I thought, okay, no, she's gonna.
you know what?
You should have gone. Well, sorry, man.
And it was quite loud.
I
It was
heard
quite loud,
it.
wasn't
I didn't see it. I heard it.
You heard it, yeah.
There was a fly mail.
Was it the fly for real?
What, you find just hit you for the same
Oh,
reason?
look at my face.
Was I doing that? No, there was a
shut me
fly.
up.
Oh, God.
That's what I said. I thought it was a fly. She wanted to lick you down. I thought it was just.
Not that hard either. I just go like this, mate.
But
Yeah, there was a fly. Sorry, I mean,
the BBC.
And
didn't
then
know my own
the fly
strength.
ain't even big. It's one of them small little
it
things. You
like
know, the way
it
she
was,
wears
it
it.
was.
The fruit fly.
But they're so annoying that you got to proper clap it. So sorry.
She said she can't pop a clapping.
You're lucky
And
it wasn't
she
a
did.
backhand.
And she did.
Look, you were lucky it was not backhand.
It's
Mate.
Man,
Yeah,
I still missed it, you know. Next week's going to be sitting.
So I put them. Please.
Got clapped
I'm
in
going
the
to move you though. Stop slapping my face.
But yeah, the BBC itself is rotten.
Yeah, to the core.
Very.
Yeah, and
the
I
core.
feel like we as a public shouldn't be funding it anymore.
Nah,
Let
man.
them go
what
and
I
get
mean? No, it's
advertising.
true.
I know, listen, the amount of people that
What
got
we
put into
paying for?
prison for not
God knows.
paying TV license.
But BBC license.
People
Yeah,
that
the
are
license.
struggling to pay it, and it is rotten.
100
And
something
the
pounds
thing
I
is,
gotta be
right,
paying every
when-
year. For what? For you?
Yeah.
Mate, and when I think
Sometimes I
That's
just say, I don't know about
money.
paying that bill.
my
don't watch
money
You're funding
pays
that.
for these
Yeah.
Nazis,
Yeah.
these
Sexual
sexual
predators,
predators,
everything.
Yes.
whatever, and it's my money.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're all women here, but
Yeah.
it could be males that are being targeted.
Yeah,
too.
but
It's not-
absolutely, because it's not
And
just
it's my
about.
money. I don't want my money. And you know what? I'd love for the government to fuck them off.
Do you know what? And the thing
True,
is,
you
I
know.
don't
But they
see
won't.
that men.
But we
The
don't
things that they won't
need
even.
them.
They won't even.
Back in
What
the
do
day,
they do for us?
Back in the day, I understood it was like our national
BBC News.
broadcasting channel. But there's so much variety now. Why are we forcing
Exactly.
it?
Thank you.
You
And
it's
me,
just
I don't remember the last time I
necessary.
even watched the BBC.
I was
I'm
gonna
sure
say,
they can go
that
and
was
put
going to
it.
be my
That's what I'm
question.
saying.
Who here watches the BBC? Or when's the last time you watched the BBC?
I do.
Probably
'cause
the
I will
Olympics.
watch like a panoramic.
When's the last time
or-
you watched the BBC?
Olympics,
But before that, I
huh?
don't know when.
But before the
Before
Olympics,
that, I don't know when.
I was on holiday.
Match of the day,
Yeah.
maybe.
That's what I mean. Match
That's
of the
it.
day.
That's
Right. So match of the day.
But you know,
Olympics.
other ways I can get my fixes. Like, there's other places to get my fixes.
I can
for
get
that.
yeah right.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
by
Do you
just
mean?
saying match of the day once a week, 45 minutes hour.
And I'm paying
on
£100 for it.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or the Olympics once a 4
Yes,
years.
it's true. Or match.
When-
There you got all
Ah,
like
right, I know
FA
you
Cup
watch
when they have.
EastEnders.
Not really.
No,
Same, I
Right.
not
don't.
anymore.
So
like,
for you, what do you watch on BBC outside of match of the day?
documentaries, if anything, if I catch a documentary
Right.
randomly, but really,
What makes
not
you
a lot.
go
I mean,
to the BBC? Goes, yes, I'm
I
going to change to
literally-
this.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do not watch BBC,
Mm.
right? Maybe on the very rare occasion match of the day.
But it's
Nothing
places to
else.
do that.
Nothing
And
well,
else.
actually
I've
thinking
watched
of-
Match of the Day.
But actually, the thing is, there
It's
are
not a
old-
bad thing. I'm
It's
just
not a bad
asking.
thing, but
Oh,
really,
no, you
really,
can tell me not to watch
there
Match
are
of the
other
Day because
plays-
it's on the BBC.
No,
I'm
but
not
I'm
saying-
just saying for what we pay.
Oh, see,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Oh, no,
equally-
I don't think we should be paying them.
and
I
equally,
agree with what
we
you're
can get
saying.
that fixed elsewhere. I pay for big Sky Sports. I can get it elsewhere. But even the Olympics, I only clocked midway through. It was on the
I was
Sky
watching
Sports
Euro
channels.
Sports because I could get a bit of coverage.
Yeah.
No, I
there.
didn't.
Yeah.
I was on
And
BBC.
if you've got
I was on
Discovery,
I
BBC,
was on
ITV,
BBC.
BBC, ITV, but then I clocked actually you can watch a whole plethora
of stuff
things.
from anywhere.
Yeah.
I just really.
If you said to me,
really
Lou,
feel-
we will remove
I
those
really,
channels
really, it really hurts me to know that I've paid for these people that
to behave the way they behave.
Yeah,
of
it's
course.
true.
Yeah.
And even taking it a step further,
Yeah.
until recently, they weren't fairly paying women. And
No,
they're women
no,
female
no,
I don't
staff.
no.
think they still pay. They don't.
No, they
still
still don't pay
women.
women.
Well, I think like the highest earning man
then
is
if-
like in the millions.
And then
women
if
are
you
like-
think about Hugh Edwards was the highest paid
Love a
presenter.
little person.
And then also he was paid that money.
While he
He
was
was Thank you. While they were investigating him, like while he's
Foolishness.
off, but
And then-
they're saying they didn't know it was an
And they're the
investigation.
little fuckers,
Now
right?
I
They want him to give back their money.
He doesn't
Like,
have
who's
to.
No,
And
like
the thing is,
who?
he's not legally obliged.
That's
to do
what I'm
that.
saying. He
I'm
doesn't
like,
have
how
to.
you gonna ask a man to give you back his money when he's got no job, he's got no career,
And
and,
the
you
likelihood
want him
is
to
he's
give you
not-
back his money?
And the likelihood is he's probably not
Come
going
on,
to get
dickhead.
another
No.
job. Let's be honest.
No.
They just
Not in that
Nah,
arena anyway.
Is this
Sainsbury's
that's
made-
literally a publicity stunt?
I think they thought it would all blow over. Hence the reason I'm paying
Mate.
him.
After
Yeah,
crazy,
and that's
though.
such
Imagine
a
Because
stupid-
that's gross
After
misconduct.
Savile.
They could have sacked him.
After
It's just-
Savile.
it's-
Do you know
It's a
when
lot.
you go
It's
back
a lot.
to?
They
I
don't
remember
learn.
watching.
And then you've got Strictly, when they kick up the
Oh,
celebrities,
okay,
and
okay.
beat up the celebrities,
wait,
and they'll
wait.
box up the celebrities.
Nay, imagine
Now,
that, though.
what?
Yeah. Strictly.
Strictly,
The way
haven't
the
you heard
dancers-
that?
I love Strictly Dancing.
Haven't you heard of
Sorry,
professionals?
that's
Wait,
the one I watched
Go
Strict-
on, Tina.
The way the professionals treat their actual
Celebrities?
celebrities.
Not you,
Girl.
Melanie.
They are, like, you're almost like they're kicking them, they're telling them off, using foul language, just making you work, like get up early in the morning.
Is that real?
It's that bad.
When was this exposed?
Giovanni.
Oh.
Giovanni
It's
got
done it, yeah.
sacked.
When
He's
I
gone
know
back to
Giovanni's
Italy
left,
because
yeah.
he was kicking up one of the celebrities.
Kicking.
Yeah.
Kicking, physically
So it's
abusing.
not just them having relations. No, they actually are.
Wait,
abusing. Yeah.
Strictly.
For
They're
telly.
prof-
Yeah. Imagine
So when
that
they're coming up on
the
the stage and
cha-cha-cha was
they're
a cha-cha-ah.
up your ass.
Why? They're treating
Yeah.
them like bloody horses.
that's
Yeah.
that. I'm
There
really.
you go.
That's.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
It's been huge. It's been huge.
Okay, let me not victim blame, but I can't imagine going on a show and allowing someone to
What, this
do
is
that.
Blue?
Well, I was
I
like,
don't
I
wanna
would
victim
got,
blame.
I would have got done for levels because I would have been kicking a motherfucker back.
Hey, drink my drink because I'm not drinking.
Oh, see. Yeah, we here for a holiday.
You know.
Yeah. She said she won't drink until holiday.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I'm still taken aback by the Strictly thing.
Yeah,
Oh, was this why they were saying that?
No, the reason I am and the reason
Yeah.
I am is
yeah,
because
exactly.
Is that why what, Lou?
I read somewhere that they were thinking about having chaperones.
Yeah,
but I
no,
never
they're
understood
having
why.
chaperones
They're having-
in the studios.
Yeah,
because
as
of
they're
the abuse that
rehearsing.
was going on.
Yeah, it's that bad. It's
So
that bad.
I watch Strictly. I love it because I just enjoy the dancing.
Husband.
And now I was just saying, I'm picturing those
tainted it.
dancers on that dance floor looking all
Yeah.
happy,
In
right?
their little polyester
And oh, I love
shirts.
you, and holding tight. That's how you've been kicking up man behind the.
In their polyester shirts and their polyester
That's what I'm
trousers,
saying.
and they've got the cheek to want to kick somebody.
That's how you're booting at people and
Yeah.
abusing people.
For what?
Nah, bruv.
Like, no, but real talk. It's not
Yeah,
that
but
deep.
what? All of them or
Exactly.
some
All you're
of them?
doing
No,
is
no, no,
dancing.
No,
I would like to know
evidently,
who. No, it's not all of them.
But two of the men. have
Okay,
been
so
sacked.
Giovanni.
There's Giovanni, and there's another
There's
one.
the other one with the
one
curly
of them went
hair.
back to the farm in Italy to work because
Yeah,
he
the
can't
one with
eat.
the lot of
Yeah,
hair.
with the ponytail,
Yeah.
with the curly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's two of them.
Yeah.
And then there was,
Do you know what?
I think there was one other one, but it wasn't physical.
You know
It
what's
was
scary?
verbal.
People like that, 'cause it goes to show sometimes, it doesn't matter what job you are, you can be corrupted.